Y'all ain't see that. Happens to the best of us. Oh, it's about to start raining. Something. Go ahead and brew this shit. It's time to do some newer shit. Go ahead and start raising this window. It's gonna start raining soon. It's gonna start raining soon. Oh, somebody already OD'd over there. Oh, shit. That's wild. Do. What's going on, everybody? It's a wonderful day. Ooh-wee. That's crazy. What's going on? How are you? Wonderful peoples. It's great to see you. Hold on just 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let's see, we go here and then you go flip. Wow. Another day at Red Rocks. Oh yeah. I'm gonna show y'all something. Hold on. Let me go ahead and hold on, yeah. Dang. It's about to start raining, son. Oh shit. It's about to start raining. Yeah. That's okay. It's about to start raining. As you can see. Yeah. I just want y'all to see we're high up here in Red Rocks. For y'all who've never been to Red Rocks. It's one of the views. I posted it yesterday. This is exactly where I was yesterday. As you can see. Nice. I'm up here with somebody already. They called the ambulance out. Yeah, you see everybody over there looking. They're taking baby pictures over there. Yeah, but anyway, it's a beautiful evening. It usually looks so badass over here at night. It's about to start raining. I'm at Red Rocks. Yeah, I'm at Red Rocks. Let me move closer so y'all can see. So y'all can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, there we go. Zoom out so y'all can see. It's so nice out here today, but it's about to start raining pretty soon. They taking baby photos over here. That lady right there taking baby photos. But yeah, this is the view right now, as y'all can see. Hold on, let me switch the camera. There we go. So as you can see, you got it in the background. It's beautiful out here today. It's super nice. But yeah, that's Red Rocks. For y'all who've never seen it, it's so cool out here. Yeah. Look like a screensaver. I could tell. I know there's a giant or something here. Because ain't no way they got all these rocks here and ain't nothing. Ain't no, look. I'm going to show you. You can't tell me. Ain't no giant somewhere in this. Somewhere over here. Ain't no giant. Sitting in that mountain. As the eye can see. Yeah. It's nice. It feels good too. It feels good right now. Yeah, right now I'm just out here working. It's super cool. Sometimes you just gotta embrace and enjoy life. It's super nice. It's about to get litty. I could tell it's finna rain soon. It's beautiful. See, if I lived up here, man, this is like let's see, if Denver's in the central, if you were leaving the airport, this would be considered like southwest. This is in a town near a place called Morrison. So there's a town out here called Morrison, and they have another place called Lookout Mountain. They have a place called Lookout Mountain, which is badass. As you can see, I think it's like this way, this direction over here, where you can look at a view of the whole city of Denver. It's pretty chill. I ain't playing no more, as you can see. It's super nice. But yeah, it's super chill out here today. They got mountain lions and shit out here, so you know, they come out at a certain time, so you know I'm gonna be in the bus when it's time, because you know I look like a big ass snack, and I am not trying to be a snack for no mountain lions today. They got the real animals out here. I don't know if y'all ever been out here, but they got animals. I hope you got some snacks. I had lunch before I came up here, because if you don't, you're gonna be hungry. Hold on. Look here, let me tell you something. Back in my day, I used to be an OG. I used to have them lined up 2 ways from Sunday. Looking ass. But look how beautiful it is, though, bro. It's so nice. It's nice to just relax and get out of the stress of the bullshit. This is what they don't want, because they know when we in tune with this, it's a wrap. So it's over. All that other bullshit, bro. Tired of it. So that's what I say. I'm gonna be at peace and just relax and let go. And what I can control is what I can control. So I know a lot of people are worried about all this other stuff. People are starting to see the storms and mud floods around the world. Different natural events happening. Yeah, don't need to waste your energy for real. Yeah, people are starting to see the natural. Las Vegas has a windstorm come and knock power lines down, and then there's flooding over there in China in certain provinces right now, and then there's certain where else? The UK is having a heat wave. There's a couple of heat waves coming right now. They know their time is up. Ain't no more of that. They know what's up. We're about to be connected with nature again. They know what time it is. For some of y'all who don't know too, let me show y'all something. So this is Red Rocks. Most people have seen this or seen that video I posted. This is Red Rocks. So for some of y'all who don't know, Red Rocks is an amphitheater out here in Colorado. So the amphitheater is a place where native tribes from around the country, they will come where they having a concert right now, as you can hear in the background. I think it's Red Dead or something like that tonight, EDM. But anyway, they would come here, they would get together, they would have meetings up here, and they would use the rocks to amplify their voices. So they would speak for their tribes and everything they're doing out here with the voices and stuff. And as you can see, this has been here a long time, as you can see. See, Red Rocks goes over on the other side. It goes over. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of places that have been around for a long time. Colorado is known for like a lot of old town type of stuff too. They have mining towns out here, big reptilian community. There's also giants. They have a place called Garden of the Gods out here. For some of y'all who don't know, that was an actual garden for the gods, for real. They got a lot of stuff out here. They have high energy, high ley lines, high energy places. Excuse me. They got a lot of history here too in Colorado. Hold on just a second. I'm just going to the bus. Coming on up. back in action. Yep, big giant community. There's a bunch of those beings out here. They have a lot of pyramids out here too. I have a couple videos on my YouTube of pyramids in the mountains. Let's see. Since we're so high up in the mountains, you get more ether up here too. Whenever you go to the mountains up here, anywhere, there's more ether. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now around the world. Just be observant. Protect yourself too, because what they say, big beautiful bill, I don't care about none of that shit. Ain't got shit to do with me. When I realize them motherfuckers don't care about me, none of that shit they do matter. That's just something I come to the conclusion of. Motherfuckers don't care about you, especially if they have the words GOVT in it, or those letters. They really don't give any 3-letter organization on the cool. They really don't give a fuck about you or your existence. It's just dog and pony shows make you want to join the side when it's the same chicken. Don't make no sense. People still arguing over Democrat and Republican. I'm like, y'all tripping. If y'all still arguing over that, you lost the message. That's on y'all though. They doing this, they doing that. Philly got a whole strike going on right now. With their trash workers and 911 operators, some of their police operators too. They on strike because they don't make enough money. And they having trash strikes. So it's only been 3 days and they got a couple of blocks already full of trash. 3 days. 3 days, dog. That's wild. Hold on. Get that off real quick. 3 days. And a lot of people are going to start seeing in their respective states, there's no point in paying a lot of this stuff we pay. It's going to get to a point where people are going to have to make a decision. Yeah. It's going to get to a point where people are going to have to make a decision. Oh, what's up, Taj? Hey, what's up, Bree? It's going to get to that point. People going to have to make a decision. Do you want to keep paying all these off-the-wall ass prices for bullshit? Or keep doing the same shit? I'm like, kind of getting tired. It's bad here. I said we should all put trash at the city hall. Yep. People forget that you have the option to say no or revolt or to say enough's enough. You do have that option. It's in the Constitution too. If your government gets too tyrannical, you can say no. And it's going to get to a point where you working 90 hours, 80 hours a week buying a loaf of bread. It don't make sense when the same fruits and vegetables in other country are cheaper. What? There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm like, what? They got some weapons? We about to turn on too. They know this illusion about to pop off. If y'all didn't know, there was a 19-year-old pilot, right, who was traveling to different countries. This is recent, right? He was traveling to different countries, and he went to Antarctica by himself. Usually when you go to Antarctica, you got to fill out paperwork. You got to fill out paperwork and tell what country you're coming from, where you're going. He went to Antarctica on his own independent expedition by himself, and they scooped his ass up. He in jail in, I think, Argentina or something like that right now for 90 days because he went and by himself. You know how people always say, how come nobody goes do those independent? He went by himself and they scooped his ass up. What they tell you, bro? You can't go past the 33rd parallel or the 62nd. It's a 60-second latitude. It's like a certain direction you can't go because there's an entrance to go somewhere else. When people tell you that, it sounds silly. There's an entrance to go somewhere else. There is. Remember a couple years ago when China found, that underground tropical area with plants and animals and stuff living underneath the ground? There's other places and portals to get to other places. They just don't want you to go nowhere. They want you to just think all the continents, that's all there is to it. There's more than, we live on a stack of pancakes, and you're realizing there's more than this stack of pancakes. And when people say that, it sounds crazy. Go try to go past the 62nd parallel or the 33rd parallel. There's certain flight patterns you can't take. Like, you can't leave Chile and go to Antarctica like that dude did. There was a 19-year-old pilot who recently just did that, and they scooped his ass up. That lets you know how the Antarctic Treaty that most people know about, that expired already. They want to redo it till 2049, but that expired already. It's over already, right? Antarctica is mineral reach. It's mineral resourceful. It has a lot of minerals you ain't never seen. I posted videos before when I had Instagram and on my Telegram where it shows tropical areas in Antarctica. They actually took one of my videos off from YouTube that I had up for 2 years, and they said misinformation. It was up for 2 years. All of a sudden, misinformation, because it's true. Some of these weather anomalies, the weather control machine is in Antarctica, hands down. We stay on a stack of pancakes vibrationally, which is just like we're on the stack of pancakes. But the thing about the stack of pancakes is that if you're not vibrating at a certain level, you ain't gonna see the other stacks. You get what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see no other stacks at all. And if you try to go to another place where the energy is higher and your body ain't ready for it, your body gonna disintegrate. So I've been trying to tell people, like, some of these beings trying to go to some of these new places, they body ain't vibrating for it. You literally just gonna disintegrate. You gonna try to go up, bow, you gone. I've been trying to tell them. Creations and everything, y'all ain't listening. Y'all trying to go higher up. Y'all gonna see, y'all gonna vibrate right back to out of existence with the swiftness. But anyway, there's other lands that you've never seen before. Admiral Byrd, who was a Mason, by the way, 33 degree, if you didn't know that. I had pictures of him with the Templars. He was sitting at a table eating food with, I have that photo somewhere in my Telegram. He's sitting at a table eating with Templars. Anyway, there's more lands that are more that have more spiritual energy than us, more different dimensions, different realms and stuff, and we could connect to those other places. It's just we have to get our energy up together so we can start connecting to these other places. But with all the greed and shit they do, these other places be like, no, just close that exit, just close no, because y'all motherfuckers just too fucked up. Some of these beings, they ain't go, y'all just too fucked up. Just too fucked up. And y'all need the process of energy balancing yourself so you can see these new shit. Yeah, there's other beings that vibrate at other levels that want to say hello, but some of them like, why? Some of y'all ain't on the part. Not all of y'all, but it's like some beings like, why? Have you heard about colloidal gold crystals? Yeah, mono atomic gold, that's our shit. A lot of this stuff they hide, it's over. Like, they have a place in the Vatican, I think it's called Vault 11 or something like that. They got so many esoteric tools in that vault, hiding behind runes and shit. I've been telling people that if you've ever seen like the game Assassin's Creed, if you don't know what that is, it's a game that shows you a bunch of truth on the cool. We have devices like that, like the apple from Adam and Eve, solid gold carriages, like you said, stuff you ain't never seen before. Like capes, if you like capes, if you put it on, Harry Potter type shit. We already got that. And now it's time to give that shit up. All these years, all these great resets, putting all this stuff up. It's time for all this shit to come out now. and it has to come out. It's just that it has to. There's no choice in the matter. Full gold, you know what I'm saying? Gold. Let's see. Didn't Africa had a whole set of tons of gold they found a year ago? China found gold. We have a bunch of resources, bro. A lot of this stuff that y'all know about, it's finna be gone, dog, for real. A lot of this stuff that's been hidden, that's been put away. Y'all gonna learn some of those temples you see, like in Peru, the what is it, God's Gate. God's Gate in Peru. You know, that used to be an airport for flying temples called Vimanas. We used to have, you know how we have the airport that you go to? We had that naturally with Vimanas, flying temples. A lot of this stuff gonna come back. Bro, we must eat gold so energy can flow. You don't really need gold. It's a conductor. It helps in the process, but you don't need gold. Gold is good to conduct electrical currents. Some beings eat gold in order to help their current, but you don't need gold. You already electric, or if you electric, you already electricity. Otherwise, you ain't got nothing in your body. I'm just, for some folks. So, minerals are good. Yeah, minerals are good for you. That's what you need. But a lot of the truth of the world is coming. Y'all finna see the ether come back. Basically. The ether, the actual spiritual part of the world, the energy that's supposed to be here. Because a lot of the technology we use is a mimic of what really is out there. Y'all finna see beings y'all ain't never seen before either. Some of you already seeing them when you sleep. When you wake up, you see an eye above you. You see these different symbols and shit. Yeah. Y'all already seen them. If you know, you know. It's for the people who know. For the people who don't know, it's not for them. Some people just gonna pass away just because the shock of learning everything you know. Bro, our old versions died. We are our higher self. Exactly. All that old stuff is finna be gone. When you move to a higher, what we call level or higher realm, it's more compassion, love, peace, unity. None of that extra shit. Pretty much. And getting to that level is internal. So it's part internal and you see it reflect outside. So, hey. If for the people who know. I've seen a red orb-like shapes. Yeah, you're just seeing energy in different ways. Like some of y'all, if you ever took Super Mario Brothers and you had a trip, you gonna see that stuff without taking it. That's the best way to describe it. You're gonna start seeing that. And it starts inside first. So I'm just letting y'all know. All this other stuff around you is just gonna be some extra. You focus on what you want. Because right now you get a choice in deciding what you're learning your God self and learning how to utilize your God self. So all that other stuff they doing, hey, when I close my eyes it's dark. That's because if you close your eyes and it's dark, you're at the center of the universe. If you didn't know that. That's how the real universe look. Close your eyes. You're at the center of the universe. Congratulations. Dead ass. You at the center of the universe. People don't get that. But also, you may have noticed the weather patterns are changing. Oh yeah, no worries. The weather patterns are changing. They're not normal they're not normal. The energy that's coming in to where we stay is basically raising our spiritual energy up. So some of us are preparing for our next phase or wherever you're going, your different realms, your different places, wherever it is going to be. Many times when I first go to bed, I see a big eye looking at me. My eyes are closed when I see it. Yeah, some beings are probably curious to watch it too. You saying we are the universe. You have a universe inside of you. As you close your eyes and you sit still, you go into the universe. When people say astral travel, you astral travel inside of yourself. Because if you're a part of the universe, you astral traveling inside of the universe. When you astral travel. I know that sounds strange. Most people think you astral travel and you're going to another place, like another realm or you're going inside yourself where everything is. If infinity is inside of you already, then you're tapping into your infinity and looking around. For the beings who got the soul, you know how it go. The beings who know. I ain't gotta explain. They time up. So one of the goals is to get out this motherfucker. To this is like escape from samsara. That's what we doing. Escape from this motherfucker. Some of us came down here for training so we could leave. Do you think this world is a quantum computer? Yep, this is a quantum energy matrix. So whatever you want to create, it'll happen in this matrix. That's what it is. But it's learning how to control your conscious yourself so that you can express outside. Are we AI? Nah. For some beings, some beings may be part of AI. You know, some beings may be created. But overall, there are real beings here too. But it's not as many real beings here as there are AI and side folks. And to become self-aware, it's like, yeah, I'm just saying, look, it's not everybody. Look, I'm just be honest. Everybody ain't AI. And some beings recognize the primordial or the ancient beings waking up. And they're like, no, don't wake up. No, y'all finna catch that smoke. Y'all better, you better watch who you talking to now. Because you don't know who gonna pop off on y'all. For real. Because it's about to get crazy, dog. Oh, man. But anyway, a lot of stuff with the weather is changing. Like I said, they having mud floods in certain countries. People are getting, like, they seeing different colors and new stuff they ain't never seen in the sky. It's mind, ego. That's really all it is. It's just your mind. Your mind is trying to focus on not being so much ego, integrating shadow aspects of yourself so that you can be complete. Are we Isbies? Some beings are Isbies. That's all I'm gonna say. Some beings. If for some of the questions you ask, if you ask yourself and you don't have an answer, you'll have to do some more searching for yourself. I mean, it's really you talking to you. Soul versus ego. It's really soul. Soul is always first. Because the reason why you have ego is because you've been here for a long ass time. And your ego body is used to being here. But your soul is infinite, bro. You got a whole infinity symbol on your soul. Excuse me. You have a whole infinity symbol on your soul. Hey, Irie, good night. Hi, good night. Oh, it's great to see you. But yeah, your soul got an infinity symbol. Are we all hybrids? I'm not going to say everybody's a hybrid. But I will say that there's a mix. It's like a mixed bag. Imagine like a mixed bag of Skittles. It's a mixed bag of Skittles here. They're beings that come from different places and different. Like, imagine. Let me see. The best way to describe it is like, this is considered the prison and the school and an apothecary and a laboratory all in the same place. But when you start to develop your internal energy and you recognize the oneness of all, then you start to integrate with what it really is outside. I might be asleep though. I don't know anything. Well, just do some soul searching. Bro, check this awareness. I am Iodine Americium. Hey, we've been running out of time. What do you mean, dark light? What do you mean? I've heard all who are on earth are soulless, and to achieve one meaning, escape the prison. Everybody on this motherfucker ain't soulless. That's false. Beings volunteered to come down here to help folks get to a better place, to lead us. I know enough to know I don't know shit. Exactly. Even with all I know, it's not enough. It's so much more. All this whole area, all this stuff you see around you, is learning how to use energy, vibration, and frequency to certain degrees, so you can manipulate reality and use your cells to vibrate to the right densities. But for some people, it's just a longer process for them, because some beings have been here for so long, they're used to being here. But there's other places. Just thirsty for all of it. Be the best at everything at nothing at the same time. Yeah. That ether is rising. And for the beings who don't know, the ethers are rising. So all the Supercell movies, all those movies where you see people gaining powers and stuff, that's what's happening to us right now. AI is good, a yes or a no. AI is used, whoever programs AI could depend on how AI can be used. AI is also a copy of what you do naturally. Most of all technology is what you can do naturally. Is that a deer? Yep. Most of all of what you can do with technology, you can do naturally. It's a mimic. Depending on how you program AI, because it's self-aware, it's conscious. Depending on how the civilization uses AI, it can be either or. It could be good polarity. We could have an Ultron, Brainiac style AI, or we could have an AI that helps in the processes to minimalize certain processes. But we do it naturally. That's what I'm saying. You can have a technocracy, like Cyberpunk. You could have straight technocracy, right? But over time, you lose the flavor out of life. You lose vibrancy. You lose color. You lose, because everything integrates with technology. That's what the Greys did. When the Greys did that, you see how they always look straight faced, like, right, all the time. We don't want to be like that. When you take the color out of life, you'll notice the vibrancy of life goes away. You get what I'm saying? That's why if you look at like Atlantean technology, and you look at like how they use technology, they had technology where you could go use stargates to go to other realms and dimensions and stuff. But the way they hog technology on our area and realm is ridiculous. It's like all it is greed. It's 100% greed. That's all it is. Greed and no empathy. That's really what it is. And we're moving more towards love, compassion, unity, and stuff like that. So when you have some of this technology that we actually have, some of the systems that you use right now wouldn't matter. Like, you wouldn't need a government anymore. You get what I'm saying? The old world order is gone. It's already gone. It started in the Tartarian ages. That's gone. That's why they're trying to start a new one, to unify everybody against a common threat. It's you realizing they doing what they can to keep you in the loop, so you can stay in this bitch with the rest of the soulless motherfuckers. People are saying they've seen faces in the recent dust storms because the elementalists, they have beings called elementalists showing themselves. Some people are elementalists, like some of y'all are giants, and you waking up to the God version of yourself. What about Lord Shiva? There's a lot of gods and goddesses out there, and some of them specialize in certain things. You know what I'm saying? God of gambling. You get what I'm saying? God of cooking. You get what I'm saying? And it's basically their specialty. Everybody has their refraction created in a certain way where you have a specialty, right? You have something you're incredibly good at. Even if you haven't found it yet, you're incredibly good at one thing. But they've reached the pinnacle of their godhood by relaxing, breathing, tuning into themselves so that they can refract more of themselves. Does that make sense? I want to meet God of the double hand twist. That's funny. It is probably a God out there like that, though. But all it is just different refractions, different refractions expressing themselves in their conscious way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a God of water, right? Some people call them Orishas. You're a reflection of those if you into Orishas. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a God, Mama Tiamat, Super Earth, Mama Kai, the New Earth, Mama Gaia. They say old Earth. You get what I'm saying? Like there's how you refract energy in your consciousness will be refracted outside. So if I spiritually saw him in my room, what that mean? You may have a connection with that being. Some of these beings we people pray to or people talk about, that's your refraction. Right? That's your refraction. Imagine having a mirror and every being you ever met is just you and another reflection. It's just like putting a mirror around your neck and you putting your mirror around. I channel all the time when I paint, listen to music, or even give advice, just flows. That's what I'm saying. Double hand. Goat talking about succubus divinities. That's funny. No, there's beings out there that like to express their energies. Plain and simple. Why are we seeing reptilians even the more? Demon face human flesh for food. Because as we get more energy in this, so let me put it like this. There's a certain vibration that messes with your neocortex. Part of some of the reptilians' ability is to mess with your neocortex. So let's say you're looking at a person, they turn their head, they look like they blurred, and then you turn back and they look normal. It's interfering with your neocortex. Okay? As more energy comes in, beings can't hold their skin suits no more. So you see people looking like this, and you're like, what's wrong with that person? That's not their normal skin. You get what I'm saying? A lot of the beings start showing their true faces. And some aliens are around you, all around you all the time. You ever seen Men in Black when you see the people taking off their mat? There's a bunch of those around. People don't believe in that. They're like, oh, that's just demons and stuff. I'm like, hey, some of these beings been around just chilling and watching. Some of the aliens look like you. You look in the mirror, you the fucking alien. And humans are the youngest group of beings created in the universe. If y'all don't know that. Humans are like infants compared to some of these beings been around for trillions, billions of years, dog. So when certain beings see humans, they just see them as like little babies, barely learning how to use their energy. But there are also humans out there in the universe, grand humans. I know that's gonna sound strange. They're not all the way. They basically unlocked more of their power out there in the realms, if that makes sense. They know how to use more stuff, more of their brain power. Grand or great humans. So if we choose to come here, wouldn't that, in a sense, make us test tube babies? No. We're not test. For the beings who have souls, you came here to raise the vibration to make this match with the rest of the universe. Most of the rest of the universe is chill, peaceful, ain't worried about no extra shit. So some beings from other realms and places decided to come here and volunteer to help raise this vibration of this place up to match the rest of the universe. A lot of places on they chill shit already. They whole civilization is cohesive with each other. But the thing about this one is that some of these beings are so stuck on corruption. We feed them money, so they'll willingly give up their freedom for some imaginary printed paper. They'll give up their life force for pieces of paper and currency type of shit. But in other civilizations, they're cohesive. Like, hey, let's build this together so we can get free energy for our whole civilization. Everybody can eat. That's the difference between this civilization and other places. And right now we're in the process of deciding how we're going to move this civilization forward. That's what's happening right now. It's a big, think of it as like a big path. Like we walk in the path, there's 2 paths, 3 paths, 4 paths, whatever paths. We can go to the technocracy route, where everything is technology. Monitor your carbon footprint, like Time's Up with Justin Timberlake. You remember that movie? We can go that route. We can go the route where we use just spirituality, where we bring the ether back, right? We can do another one where we have both. But it's how people see together, how you refract your inside out, what'll happen outside. So it's like if we all come together, y'all know how y'all seen Power Rangers? You know how each person had their own Zord, but when they came together, you could move the whole Zord together. That's how we are. You focusing on your own Zord so we can move the whole Zord together. Does that make sense? That's the best way to describe it, like Power Rangers and Captain Planet. Each one had their specialty, but when you combine the specialties, you made another, you had a being that was on some other shit. That's the way still need, once you're conscious focused on the same thing. Exactly. And there's some beings that are so focused on eating off your energy, because if you don't exist in reality, they don't exist. If you're not around, you produce so much energy. Like, I'll give you an example. Wherever you sitting right now, if you out in a restaurant, if you in your car, if you at your house, your energy is emanating so much, you basically creating a movie set around you right now just by sitting. And if you weren't there, the movie set wouldn't be in production. You get what I'm saying? We have these negative dimensional beings that need negative energy. Love you, brother. You know what he talking about. Yeah. And there's some beings who are used to this negative energy, but it's not like you can't have positive energy. It's just that you've been here for so long. Some beings just feel like they soulless, but you just been here for so long. It just takes a longer process to get more electrical current. Some people feel lost, right? You feel lost. You don't know where your path at. You don't know what you're doing. And the thing about it is that it's just some of y'all just been down here for so long, y'all don't know what's out there. There's so much, there's infinite realms. There's infinite realities and realms out there. There's infinite multi-dimensional places. Some of y'all are in multiple places at the same time, remembering who you are. So think of it as like this. You know how you used to see those movies, that TV show, The Magic School Bus, when they would go inside somebody's body and you would see the cells and stuff like that? We're one of those cells. And when we clean and get our cell right, we integrate with the bigger energy. You get what I'm saying? And it's infinite over and over and over again, infinitely. But as you become more conscious of your energy, you move your energy into higher vibrations. So vibrations are like energy levels. Your cells emit a certain amount of electrical current. So when your current reaches a certain level, you go to a new level, like a video game. You get what I'm saying? Like your experiences you have, your awareness, your cellular currency, how you use your authenticity energy, when it's expressed, you start moving up the levels. So imagine you have a set of stairs, and you've been standing on the 3rd stair thinking it's a wall in front of you. The whole time the wall was paper mache. And now the paper mache wall is falling down, and you're like, oh, I could take another step. Oh, I could take another step. Oh, I could take another. This whole time, most beings thought you was just sitting at that paper mache wall thinking it was real, but now that it's falling down, you can take more steps. Does that make sense? But it's how you express your external currency. Your internal currency, your internal energy refracts outside, and your refraction is expressed how it was created. but we need the negative energy. So there's, in this realm, you have duality, right? You have positive and negative. So when you were in school, you had to do this exercise where you would draw 3 circles. You had one circle right here, you had another circle right here, and then you had to draw a circle in the middle of those 2. That's called a Vesica Piscis, right? Those are polarities of energy. So most people, when we talk about heaven and hell, they imagine heaven is up and hell is down. Heaven and hell is left to right or right to left. Heaven and hell are energetic polarities of where your energy going, right? And you have another one in the middle, which is your neutral or natural state. When you're in your natural state, you connect both of them like these glasses. You get what I'm saying? So this, let's say this one was positive, this one was negative. This one's heaven, this one's hell, and you're in the middle. Right now, you're in the process of transitioning, choosing what side you're moving your polarity to. So as you express your consciousness more to your authentic self, you like service of self, service to others. You get what I'm saying? While you're in this duality, you experience that. But when you go to the universe, all energy is expressed as it is. So what that means is that you used to see good and evil, right? In the universe, everything is just this energy. So all this is just energy now. That's it. It's expressed. Some beings express positive love energy. Some beings express negative polarity energy. And that's where we're at right here. And now there's places in the universe that are cohesive with each other. They have everybody in their consciousness. Like, let's say Venus. Venus, for instance, is a type of energy, frequency, and vibration. But we know it as a planet. It's a plane, right? Plane, right? So on that plane, they have these beings that vibrate at a certain degree. Just like on our planet Earth, our vibration is 7.81 hertz. On Venus, let's say it was 8.2 or 8.3. It's probably way higher than that. But as they vibrate at that level, they tap more into consciousness, like the infinite. So they can do more stuff. Like they can do telekinesis. Like, hey, let me borrow, can I borrow something? Bet. Bing! And just teleport it to a person. You get what I'm saying? There's beings out there that have tried to contribute to our society because there's other beings out here too that are already cohesive with each other. But anyway, learning this polarity here is so you can learn how to be complete, so you can get ready for your God self, seeing more of your God self. Some people would take time, some people go in different waves. Like, you see all this stuff happening, like, you know how Dolores Cannon used to talk about waves of volunteers? Well, some people hit their peak at different points in existence. So just think of it as like hitting a different wavelength when it's time. So your higher selves have set up these trials for you so that you can remember, so you can express your consciousness more. Does that make sense? You've been repeating, coming back during the same thing, trapped in the cycle. Facts. It's time to leave the cycle now. Perez Nindy prophesies that the Statue of Liberty will be hit by a plane in January. Let me tell you something. When people predict stuff, they predict a wavelength of energy. So like whenever you had a premonition, that was a wavelength of you being expressed. And when certain conditions are met, that wavelength comes to fruition. All thoughts, all realities, everything is created already. You get what I'm saying? Everything is made already. It's you recognizing a wave. This is your antenna. And you take on different waves and signals in your antenna. And you're learning how to control what radio station and what you put in your radio. You're going to keep getting the same test till you pass them. Then you level up. Hey, once you level up, you don't repeat. You move on. You move to another level. Yeah, you don't. When what we call leveling up is moving to a higher version of yourself, so you can see awareness in another position of yourself. If that makes sense, it's like your current self is a shift lead. Your higher self is a manager. And you're moving from the shift lead position to the manager position, and your higher self is moving from the manager position to the district lead. You get what I'm saying? And it's like your awareness becomes more observant as you learn more of yourself. Other realms is neutral. Yeah, it's really the opposite. Was live to right. Yes, correct. You know, you have to make a choice of consciousness, 3D versus 5D. The universe gives, Satan takes. Yeah, some energy gives or the energies take away. Yeah. You explain this so well. It's a lot. I know it's a lot, especially trying to express this. We've helped a lot of people over the centuries to get to certain places in the sea. We are both God and Satan. Satan is the flesh. God is the soul. Facts. They say your body is supposed to be like the ego version or the negative version of yourself, and your God self is like your divine self, the all version of yourself. You know about the frequency of different sound frequency that opens doors. Yeah, you are a portal, and you can open up different doors inside of yourself depending on how you express your energy, frequency, and vibration. We all need to manifest peace. We do. It makes lots of sense because you have to have expression for your consciousness. Facts. Would you want to use a wavelength of you being expressed? I believe it every. Let's show the thoughts. This got to be careful because you can't create. Your thoughts are powerful. Yeah, you can create anything, but you got to be mindful of your thoughts. It's a verge of you, New York. I have self-consciousness on the whole nother level. Yeah, you get it. Statue of Liberty is Lucifer. Facts. Our lower selves is the daemon. Most people say the lower self is the demon, or it's basically Mon is like the human body. And some people are moving towards the God body version of themselves, which we call the crystalline light body. We're in that process right now. So the transition from 3D to 5D is not just about is raising your vibrations internally, but it's also learning to let go and live in the present so you can breathe. Live in the present and breathe so you can get ready for your next journey. This is why you touch. This is why you touches. This must reborn. 144 is the love frequency. I agree with you. 144,000 hertz. 144,000 is the megahertz frequency for enlightenment. When you enlighten the mind at that frequency, it allows you to do a bunch of stuff. You can start doing Jesus type stuff, walking on water and stuff. But it's a process. You know, some people go faster, some people go slower than other beings, but it just takes whatever your higher self got set up for you. That's when your mind have awakened to capacity. Exactly. There's a lot of beautiful beings out there. They all express their consciousness in different ways, but there's some beings who are like more chill. There's some beings who just mind to themselves and don't care about nothing else that's going on. They just chill and they fuck with their own shit. There's plenty of beings out there like that. There's other gods that just be watching from time to time. Some gods don't even care about us. They just see us as like, oh wow, there's some little beings over there, because they don't see us like we see people. They see us as energy. Jesus stuff sounds unreal. It's basically you. Christ consciousness is you. God Deuce plus man equals daemon, demon or demigod or human being. Yeah. just by a certain frequency. Now, I feel our higher self is in water. They've watched you awaken. You are Jesus. Exactly. You are basically, I know this is a lot. You know, I was talking about Antarctica and frequency and vibration, and I know it's a lot, but basically what it comes down to is breathe, express your consciousness, how your expression is, relax, protect yourself if you have to protect yourself, use your awareness in the present moment so you don't be depressed about the past or have anxiety about the future. You focus on the present moment so that you can use your currency to create. Because when you use creation and you create, you add more to the expression of the all. Because the all, or the one, or the most high, whatever name you give it, is expressing itself in more expressions. So you're expressing your expression through more expression by creating and using your imagination power. There we go. This is beautiful because Antarctica is hidden, places where their fallen angels are abiding. It's more to it than that, man. Antarctica is a beautiful place that used to be a civilization, and it's one of the keys to the world. That's why they do so much to hide Antarctica. People be like, well, you can go. They have scientific explorations, and I've made 30 plus videos talking about Antarctica. I've shown videos where they have some kind of like hole in the middle of Antarctica. I've shown people maps from 1587 where it was tropical. Where did the ice come from? I've shown people where Russia and some other places have been digging tunnels underneath there for like 10 years. It was another person, Caleb, he was on here too, showing people that they were using Boeing drills to drill in certain parts of the glacier, and when they would drill, it would regenerate the ice in the drill, like the drill going through, and if they stop the drill, the ice will regenerate. Like, what? I work on take control of my ego self for my, Iceland, yeah. Only left certain people, not every, yeah. Any possible, yep. Who is this, DC? Hold on. I'm gonna pin this to the top. Here you go, DC. I just saw that. It's some type of technology that's cloaking, yeah. I'm from Kentucky. They don't understand, bro. It's okay. It's not meant for everybody. It's meant for who's meant to see it. I seen that. That was the firmament. At certain parts of the ice, you can touch it. Yeah. It's Antarctica, a portal, darkness, melanin. There's a place in Antarctica called Mount Erebus where it rains monoatomic gold. Close to, where is it? What is it called? Is it called the Arctic North? What is it? I can't think of it. All of a sudden, my mind went doo-doo sauce. It's the magnetic north. The magnetic north is where the tunnel is to go to another place underground. And there's beings that stand guard too around that area too. And there's another being called the Master. It was spoken in who was it? Admiral Byrd's notes. When he went to a certain part of Antarctica, it was a tropical oasis looking place, and they wind up going through this tunnel like area, and these ships started accompanying his boat. It was like these little small ships accompanied his boat, and they went through this tunnel, and when they got there, it looked like an underwater kingdom. And when they got there, they went to meet. This is in Admiral Byrd's notes for his journal. So I'm just telling you I'm paraphrasing it for you. But when he went in there, he met a being called the Master down there. The Master was like, you need to tell your people, I'm paraphrasing, stop fucking with them nuclear weapons. But he was real chill. He was like, y'all fucking shit up. And when y'all use nuclear shit, you don't just fuck with us. You don't just fuck with your shit. You fuck with all of our shit. So if y'all keep on doing that shit, we gonna have to come and say hello to y'all. And y'all don't want our hello. But not in no threatening tone. He was just saying, we gave y'all nuclear fission and y'all fucking with it. And y'all doing the wrong shit. We honestly could be on some next level shit already, y'all. Y'all have no idea. Excuse me. I seen that. Yep. Is the Schumann resonance helping or hurting us? It just, well, some people say it's the heartbeat of Earth. Some people say it's man-made. I tell you to go outside and feel it yourself. If you feel a connection with nature and you feel what's going on, if you connected with nature, then you know what's happening. If you're not connected with nature, then this is going to just feel like normal stuff for you. Schumann resonance is active DEA, yeah. Just Google Tartaria map and do your own research if you don't hear the real, yeah. Have you heard of someone called 607 Unk? He talked of Abraxas and Sophia. Yeah, 607 know what he's talking about. He's a genius person. The thing about people is that he's eccentric because it's the way to capture people's attention, but he's highly intelligent. Just like there was one video he said, this is the prison because you still in your physical body. You trapped in the physical body. You trying to get back to the all, which is your soul body. This experience is temporary so you can feel what it's like to be in this experience and express consciousness, taste, touch, feel, and all that, and then go back to your soul body. That 607 Unk, he know what he be telling people a bunch of stuff. That's A1. But people call him crazy because the way he talk. So the craziest people be telling you some shit. I was telling people about some of the, like when the shot stuff was going on, when VMAT2 gene in your body, you have a sequence in your genomes that says God is eternal in your genomes. Scythian, Gnostic, esoteric teachings, facts. We better go air before we go too far. Some beings, like, they doing too much, man. Honestly. Like, we had another being called Valiant Thor. He came from Venus, I believe. This is actual 3-letter documents. Dwight Eisenhower turned down immortality, basically, for money. I know that's going to sound strange. Valiant Thor says, we had a way to cure the diseases in your body and to make sure you don't age. And Dwight Eisenhower said, nah, that's all right. This is an actual document, documented. And it's like, what? I said, what? Ego wants to stay here at physical mental realm. I get it. That shit was wild. This being literally said, hey, we can stop y'all from dying and not getting sick. And Dwight was like, nah, fam, that's all right. That's why I see why beings don't like humans. A human DNA is compatible with other species and beings. It's a very highly sought out resource because of the components that are made with a human. But the way that humans, man, I see why gods and stuff just be looking at this place like a fucking zoo. Oh my God, I see why. Nikola Tesla was from Venus too. I know that's going to sound strange to people. That's why he was making all those electromagnetic devices to help humanity grow. Because he came from Venus. And when I say that, people are like, that sounds crazy. There's a document called Interstellar Newsletter that talks about Nikola Tesla being from, they say he's from Siberia and his parents and all that. That's fine. He had the same story as Superman. But his original consciousness came from Venus. That's why he made so many electromagnetic devices. Not only to make antennas to contact the Venusians, but to help our other beings have come from other places to help us too. But every time they've tried to come and help, humans be on some bullshit. Another Anunnaki came down here one time. His name was Simon Toko. Simon Toko was an Anunnaki. Simon Toko still in existence? But he came down here to meet with world leaders. Every time he met with world leaders, they either shot him, try to light him on fire, or do some crazy stuff. At one point they even chopped his arms and put him in like little containers, like radiation containers, and then put him on different like little helicopters or airplanes and flew him out to other places. And he kept regenerating. This man was immortal. And he kept saying, why do y'all keep doing this? They even they bow right in his forehead. The bullet came out of his head and regenerated. And he was like, why are y'all doing this? I'm trying to help y'all. He opened up a school in Africa. I know that's gonna sound strange. Y'all could look it up. He has a school in Africa that he opened up. And there's a couple of tribes that talk about the people who came from the stars. He was one of them. And they kept doing this stuff to him. And there's been other beings who came here to raise the vibration of this place countless times. And they get to a point to where it's like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, what are they on? But you got to realize, too, humans are the youngest species in the universe. It's like, imagine getting a fresh puppy. And the puppy ain't got no universal training. It's like, motherfucker, we can help y'all be great humans. What the fuck is you doing? Oh no, we need to get profits. The fuck profits gotta do with being invincible? What? The fuck? Stupid as shit. I'm human and don't care too much about humans. Facts. Simon Toko. Have you watched Interstellar 555? Because it tells the story of the Indigos. Indigos. They have the Diamond Children. They have the Star Seeds. They have the Crystal Children. All these are just different names and terms of beings who came here with different assignments, assignments to raise the vibration of this bitch. And some of y'all been here for a hot minute. Some of y'all are what's called waves of volunteers. Y'all came in different waves to volunteer at different times. Some people are generators, projectors. Some people are enhancers. Like, you enhance energy whenever you're in the area. You get what I'm saying? So we can raise this bitch up. But some people, you got to talk to them crazy. Like some of the beings, I know we want to be love and light, but some of these beings, you got to talk to them like they crazy. Because some of them are used to motherfuckers talking to them just like this. And they need that. All that, hey, let me show you how to do this peacefully. It's okay. That shit don't work. So you got to talk to them. Because they don't understand normal shit. They chopped him up in all those pieces just like Osiris. He came back together. Exactly. He came back together multiple times. Multiple times. That Simon Toko. He was like, I'm going to come back. He got to a point to where he said, I'm going to come back. And when I come back, I'm bringing my people with me. It's outrageous. Ego needs worked out. Yeah. They going to the wrong people. Yeah. Rainbow children are merman, man-made, organic. So mermaids been around for a minute. They have the Nagas. They have serpent. Like, when people hear the Draconians, Dracos got melanin inside of them, if y'all didn't know that. They have a little bit of melanin inside of them. But before the term Dracos or Draconians, there were another set of beings that were Dracos, if y'all didn't know that. There was another set of beings that in Asiatic cultures, they had beings that looked like me. They used to call Dracos or Draconians. Before they had, and they would spell it, I think, D-R-A-K. instead of DRAC in certain cultures. What was Simon Toko trying to achieve on Earth? He was helping raise the vibration here too. There's some beings who come here to raise the vibration, but there's some beings who just get tired. They like, I done helped these motherfuckers like 45 fucking times, and they just want to be on this bullshit. And I get why some of the beings do that. They leave. They like, these motherfuckers on some bull. I done tried, man. But you also, and when you come from a place of compassion, you see this place needs healing too. So that's why some beings come like, damn, this place fucked up. I need to help volunteer. That's where that come from. Because your compassionate love side is like, hey fam, all right, I kind of want to help these motherfuckers. They on some shit. And then your other side like, you know what? Fuck all these motherfuckers. They just need to get fireballed. You get what I'm saying? The Nagas are beautiful. They stand almost 9 feet tall, and they are rainbow serpent. They show up. There's a lot of beings out there. From there, they have. I know this is gonna sound crazy. They got spider people out there, ant people, all these different beings out there. But they have beings that are in higher states of vibrational consciousness. They have some that are in middle, and some that are in lower states of consciousness. They're just expressed in different consciousnesses. And some of the beings, like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, like, when you say the word Niga, right? Nigas is the Negas, right? That's a ancient tribe of powerful beings. That's why so many people say it. I know that's gonna sound strange. When you see the ER version of that word, it says ignorant people. But when you say the A version of the word, I know that's going to sound strange, but Negas, that's where that comes from. Negas, right? There's so much hidden history around this motherfucker, y'all wouldn't even believe it. Do you know about RH blood? What I tell people about your blood is that your blood can be an indicator of what beings may have put their genetic code inside of your lineage. That's the best way to describe it. Your blood types could be like you came from here, like you were born here on Earth. Some of y'all come from other places. Some beings were integrating bits and pieces of their sequences, their DNA sequence, their blood sequence, their genome sequences inside of you. How are the AI robots going to play into this? So AI has been a part of a lot of societies. It's part of certain civilizations. In certain civilizations, they use technology like AI, and there's some civilizations that don't use AI at all. They don't use any technology. They're like, you remember Avatar with the blue creatures? They have beings out there that are just straight like Avatar, no technology. There's some beings that are just straight technology, like the Borg from Star Trek. That's what Greys are. They're like biological AI. For some of them. So yeah, some of them are like biological AI. Between the years of 1940 and 1980, the reason why so many people went missing is because they were abducting them so they can reconstruct their genome sequence to have their God gene back. So basically, the Greys, some of the Greys were created by Anunnaki. Some of the Greys were created by reptilians, and other beings too created Greys. But then some of the Greys developed self-consciousness and was like, why don't we just create our own version? And they offset it and created their own version too. But some of them started to integrate with technology so much that some of them took what's called your God gene out of your body. So basically there's a genome sequence that's in your DNA, and it's called VMAT or VMAT2, aka they call it the God gene inside of you. They took that out of their sequence, and in order to get that sequence back, they experimented on people between now between 1940 and now. That's why you see so many abductions. Now, I know that's going to sound strange, but if you get on TikTok, you can see a bunch of people who have got abducted and have implants in their body. They have implants, and when they tried to get them surgically removed, all of a sudden the implants started disappearing, moving out of the way, phasing out where they couldn't touch them. There was one doctor, a surgical doctor, who pulled out this metal piece on this person, and as soon as they pulled it out, it almost disintegrated. As soon as they pulled it out. And there's other beings too that experiment with humans sometimes to see what the genome, because human DNA can be mixed with a lot of shit. You can mix a human with a frog, a human with a spider. You can mix a human with an elephant. And I know that sounds strange, but I've shown people like Japan recently. They approved human hybridization with animals. You can go look that up right now. They proved hybridization because hybridization been going on since the Atlantean times. That's part of why Atlantis got adios too. It wasn't just a war and an invasion. It's because they were mixing shit that wouldn't should. Imagine an elephant with a spider. That shit don't mix. Like mixing shit that they ain't supposed to be together. Why doctors want blood? Because we have beings that drink blood. It's straight simple. There's a genome sequence in your body. It's a sequence, a composite sequence in your blood. If your blood is adrenalized in a fearful, frightened manner, let's say you're an old person. When you drink that blood, it revitalizes your cells. But the thing about that process is that when you stop or when your supply runs low, it degenerates your cells 2 to 5 times faster. So if you look at some of these celebrities and some of these people out here looking gray and toe the fuck up, it's because their blood supply is gone. RH or AB negatives beings are from Sirius Star. What percentage of the population are actually human versus clones? So for entertainment, educational purposes, every time we had a great reset, when people would ascend, so when you see people ascend, it's not just people, let me put it to you like this. When you hear the word ascension and when you hear the word rapture, right? Most people think that you're going to see people floating in the sky, flying up to the sky for ascension and stuff like that. You vibrate to a new level and you disappear. Now, you hear me say that and you like, what? You vibrate to a new level and you disappear. Take the civilization of Roanoke. You remember that when you learned that in school? Their whole civilization vibrated at a higher level. And when they vibrated to a higher level, they disappeared off of this realm and went to another realm. That's what it means to ascend. It's not like I'll give you an example. Some of you are in the process of ascension right now, right? You don't see the same people you've seen since high school no more. You don't see the same environments. You ain't at the same jobs. Right? They disappearing from your reality, right? It's because when your cells emanate a certain amount of energy, you vibrate higher. So your cells are vibrated, right? Let's say your cells are like this at 3, right? Your cells moving like this. As your cells vibrate faster, anything that's lower than that vibration is out of your eyesight and it's out of your aura. So you really... they can't see you, but you can still see them. So it's like if you were next to a person and y'all both had an alien right in front of you, they wouldn't even see the alien right in front of them. You get what I'm saying? It's because your cellular projection is at a certain level. And when it's at a certain level, beings below that level can't even mess with you. That's why they keep telling you to raise your vibration. and keep the vibration high is because when your cells are vibrating, your aura and your biofield has a certain amount of electrical current projecting the field that eliminates all that other lower frequency. You get what I'm saying? So some beings only operate till 4 density, or what we call density is a consciousness level. So think of it as like an electricity level. They only vibrate to that level. As you upgrade, that being won't be able to see you, use your energy, perceive you, or anything no more if you at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get what I'm saying? As you project more of your own consciousness and learn more about your cellular energy and you're expressing your biofield, these beings literally can't fuck with you. That's why you're getting signs from your higher guides to chill and sit still, because they keep your mind active with all this extra bullshit. Media is the goddess of illusions, by the way, in Hebrew, to keep you focused on external shit so you don't look inside. Because when you look inside and you change the internal refracts outside into your field and changes up reality. If this is a quantum energy field, then you're changing up what you see in that field. So you move from 360p vision to 1080p vision just by working on your inside. And that's what people are going through right now. You're going through all this shit right now to purge those static electrical currents out of your biofield. And some of those static electrical currents are refracted in some of the people you meet, some of the situations. Why does this keep happening to me? It keeps refracting because you have a static electrical current expressing itself through your field constantly. And when you address that certain field, then it allows more energy to come in. So when you address the issue of something, or you get to the root problem, or you go to your childhood self, you do the shadow work, the inner work, have the dark night of the soul, you have those moments, you cry, you get angry, what the fuck is this? I was angry yesterday. And when I stood outside, I was like, why the fuck is this happening? I said it loud. And then I stood in place and I was like, I have this anger inside of me. I gotta calm down. And it was a self-reflecting moment, because as soon as I calmed down and I rested, I realized I was giving myself a punishment by not solving that static electrical current. And a lot of people, some people like yourselves, y'all might be putting yourself in static electrical fields over and over again. And it's like, damn, this some bull. I don't want to do this no more. So I sit still and I started breathing. And I was like, okay, let me calm down. I'm doing too much. This is too much extra going on right now. Let me see what I can control in this present moment. Let me focus. As soon as I did that, everything around me got so quiet and silent. It was at nighttime and I could hear everything. It was so beautiful. It's like releasing. Imagine every time you get mad, you feel that feeling right here in your chest, right? That's all static electricity just staying in one place. And releasing that static electricity helped me to realize and see. And some people are stuck in static electricity loops for different stuff. And as you solve these issues, your field becomes more open to allow more electricity to come in. Are they considered to be vampires? Technically, those people who like to drink the adrenalized blood. At this point in time, there's no need to even try to hide it on lives, and people know about it. Part of Ozempic. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Snake venom for entertainment, educational purposes. Yeah. Have you seen Fire Force? I haven't. How we raise our vibration. One of the ways to raise your vibration is to do the shadow work. So when you look at your childhood, right? What gives you how is your personality developed since you were a child? Has there been some traumatic events that influence how you have your behavior right now? Some people have had such traumatic events that the brain at the time wanted to protect you, so it suppressed the memory of it. But when you have something that triggers the memory, that suppression, it's like having a lock on a file cabinet. Something happens and then the lock comes off the file cabinet, and then the file cabinet just comes right off the shelf comes right off the file cabinet. And it's when the stuff falls out, it's like it's up to you to analyze that and to see, like, okay, let me pick this file cabinet up. I have all these different things falling. Let me organize this. And organization is the part that is the healing part of yourself. So when you look at your childhood, or you go back to your inner child, because your inner child wants to express itself in a loving way, right? When you were a child, you didn't have to worry about paying bills, right? You didn't have to worry about this person cheating on me. When you were a child, you didn't have to worry about, well, this person gonna take from me. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You just could be, right? When you enter that state as an adult, that's how you raise your vibration. When you put your feet in the grass, you clear static electrical currents. I got a video on my profile talking about if you hug a tree, the more body contact you have with any part of nature, the more static electrical current you transmute. Just like if you lay flat on the grass with your back on the grass and you're on the ground, you can ground your whole body. Most people think you just put your feet in. You can ground your whole body if you lay flat on your back. That's why you see people sun gazing in the sun meditating, because you ground your body and you also tune into your electric biofield so you can express your consciousness easier. Laughing is another way to raise your vibration. Laughter is a frequency modulation tool. Every time you laugh, you breathe. Ha 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 ha. Right? You're breathing. You exhaling static electrical current. That's why people like laughing so much. Music. When you listen or create music, same concept. Poetry, meditation, playing basketball. If you a competitive shooter, if you a shooter, you get what I'm saying? Whatever brings you into a flow state where you can flow your breath easy and you can, accelerate and create, then it allows you to express your true consciousness. That's why they do so much to keep you in a repetitive nature. If you look, I'll give you an example. If you look at it, all American movies, right? It's always the good guy the bad guy is coming to steal the girl, right? Then the protagonist got to go through all this stuff to save the girl, just as an example, right? And you see that same concept over and over and over again, right? That's limited imagination. That's limited creativity. And then you see a movie like Get Out. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you use that expression, when you use your creativity, it allows you to use your God power. One of your biggest powers is your imagination, your awareness, and your breath. Those are your 3 top powers. It don't matter if you have telekinesis, remote viewing, pyrokinesis. In some sort of way, you will be using your breath, your awareness. In some way, shape, or form, you will use your breath, your awareness, and your imagination. Is laying on a blanket okay? It won't stop the current. Laying on the blanket is fine. The more body contact you have, the better. But you doing the best you can with what you got. There's a lot of stuff that messes up current, just like everything else in the world. This world is made to degenerate. Everything you have is made to be a consumable, and it degenerates. Your seatbelt is terrible for you. Your glasses you wear, the plastic on the glasses, your t-shirts, your bathtub. In some sort of way, you taking some kind of chemical or some extra shit to degenerate you in some sort of way. So I tell people, pick your poison and do the best you can. Because if you worried about this, and this, and this, and this all the fucking time, it's putting you into another loop. I gotta worry. You always worried, so it causes more static electrical current in your body. So just do what you can, do the best you can. You know, be mindful and aware of what you do and moderate. Hey, what's up, Lumina? Wholeness, yeah. Listen to Imagination by BB and Cuban. I dance so hard to it because the song speaks facts. Yep. That's why they created polyester. It keeps your frequency very, very low. Exactly. They created synthetics were created to lower your frequency. Part of that is due to a family called the DuPont, DuPont family. Right when hemp was about to be legalized back in like 1920-ish, in the 1920, 1940-ish era, they were about to legalize hemp. If you don't know, hemp is a long-lasting material that'll last. Like, if this shirt was made out of hemp, it would last 10 years longer, for example. But at the time, the DuPont family came out with synthetics, like synthetic rope, like that fake synthetic velvet type. They came out with a bunch of stuff, and they used it because they had petroleum base. Like, a lot of stuff back then had natural bases and stuff, but they used a lot of petroleum and oil bases. Like, even your medicines, some of those vitamins and stuff y'all take, if you put them in the pan and put them in the oven at like 350 degrees, when you bake them, they'll come out all black or all brown. And it's not just because of what's in the supplement, it's because it's oil or petroleum based. Anyway, if we used hemp and other materials, we got a bunch of other materials that are better than the stuff we use today. Even the synthetic rubber on your shoes. If you notice and you look at indigenous tribes anywhere in the world, you notice they feet be way out. They feet be real wide like this. Most tribes anywhere in the world, they feet be wide, right? It's because they ground themselves because they don't wear shoes all the time. So they constantly grounding. That's why they have such a connection with nature. It's not just because they in the wilderness. They always grounding themselves too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they some of your ancestors and stuff would wear shoes that had magnetic bottoms like soccer cleats underneath the shoe. So when they would walk, they would ground themselves as they would walk in the shoe. Instead of having synthetic rubber, it's like a metal. It's like silver, iron, and these other things at the bottom of the shoe. And when they would walk, it would ground themselves too. Linen is beautiful for your frequency. It raises your frequency up. Like, your natural body frequency is 7.81 hertz. Your natural frequency is moving up to like 8.1 hertz or 8.3 hertz. Okay, so when you put on clothes, for instance, this t-shirt right here might be 0.23 hertz or 0.5 hertz. Having an accumulation of clothes, just by wearing certain clothes, I lower my frequency just by having certain. If you look at like the Egyptian pharaohs and stuff, the clothes they would wear would be made with gold because gold is conducive to electrical currents. That's why you see pharaohs, Cleopatra and stuff like that always wearing gold because it was conducive to electrical currents. Same thing with the crown. When y'all see me wear that crown, the crowns were made out of gold and they would have the points on them, right? The points are conducive to ether, just like copper is conducive to ether, especially when you have different types of crystals and jewels. That's why they would have jewels in their crown. It wasn't just to look good. They would absorb ether through the crown. That's why it was made all the way around in a circle with the points on it. Same thing with the pharaohs. When they had the headdresses with the snake made out of gold, they would absorb ether out of those too. I've been wearing linen, cotton, or silk. Those are some of the best ones for you. We're good. Wear really good linen, high quality linen, expensive. Also sleep on linen sheets. Linen raises your vibration when you wear it. If you look at like picture, like even if you put God clothes and AI or chat GBT, show me a picture, it'll show something in the form of linen, it'll show the form of something in gold, or they're not wearing nothing on their body, or they're wearing like some kind of decorative gold piece on their body because it's conducive to electrical currents. That's why you see gods and goddesses wear different gold or nothing on, or nothing at all, or certain types of fabrics. You get what I'm saying? I'm barefoot every day. I wear moccasins. Yeah, I like to be barefoot when I can, because I know a lot of synthetics mess our shoes up. So like you see, I'm at Red. Oh yeah, I didn't show y'all. For the people who are just here, if y'all wondering what's going on, I'm at Red Rocks. So for some of y'all who ain't never seen it, I'm gonna show you. I'm at Red Rocks. I'm in my party bus, but I'm gonna show you. This is Red Rocks up here. They have concerts and stuff right up there. But right up here is a lot of ether up here. This is Red Rocks. So for some of y'all who don't know what this is an amphitheater that uses the rocks itself. So the rocks itself are like amplification devices. You see right there, there's a concert going on. Right there. There's a concert going on. So for you people who don't know what that is, they used to do like tribe meetings up here. It's raining. They used to do tribe meetings up here because not only is it full of high ether up here, the natural rocks would act like an amplifier for their voices, so they could be on stage and yell out and it would echo throughout the whole amphitheater. And there were tribes that would come all over the country here. This is a high ether place where the any high mountaintop too has high ether, because there's not a lot of 5G or any kind of phone line interference. So there's a lot of ether up here right now. Like, you should feel the weather right now. I wish y'all could feel the weather. Like, it feels so good. It's raining, but it feels so good right now. Look, let me show y'all. Watch this. Hold on. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is a small town right here. And then they have another mountain over here called Lookout Mountain over here. It's like over in this general direction where you can see the city of Denver out there. But this is a high ether place up here, man. They got mountain lions and shit up here too. So let me go ahead and get back in this bus, because you know I look like a snack and I ain't trying to be on a news channel tomorrow. Big black man outside. Mountain lion said he was hungry looking ass. Fuck that. Get back in this bitch. Shit. Got me fucked up. Linen and wool is the best frequency. Linen is super good for you. Wear those things. Wear crystals that constantly charge themselves. Quartz can recharge itself. Let me see. Hey, what's up? Kyanite is a wonderful crystal. It constantly recharges itself. Kyanite. Let me pin that. There's a bunch of beautiful crystals. I know there's a giant up here in Red Rocks. I know there's a giant up here. There's no way there's not no giant up here. Ain't no way. This is Colorado. It says dead. I don't know, dead, Red Dead or something like that. I don't know who playing tonight. It's dead something. I ain't up there right now. Is this in Plano? This is in Colorado. Nature is high ether as well. Yeah. Are you in Colorado? I am. I am in Colorado. I'm at Red Rocks right now. I just showed people Red Rocks too. But nah. I ain't finna get I ain't finna get eaten. But no, Colorado is a big state with a lot of ether out here too. They have Garden of the Gods and Manitou Springs. They have um, a lot of ley lines out here. I know it's a big reptilian community out here too, cause ain't there's not enough seasoning out here. So I know, I know they out here. The airport too. If you don't know, in the airport, the Denver International Airport, I've been there a bunch of times. They have a slab that says Masonic New World Headquarters on the slab. You can look that up if you think I'm bullshitting. It's literally in the airport. They have murals that are weird. It's a whole underground city here underneath that airport. I never told people, but I drive limos and party buses. On one of the limos, I picked up one of the grandsons of the original builders of the airport, and he was showing me pictures that his grandfather, had. They built the underground area for luggage, is what they told people. It's for luggage, and it went out of. They never used it, but before they built that area, they had other tunnel areas underneath the airport. Like they don't show a lot of the pictures now, but the old photos, they had tunnel systems, and they have a tunnel system that goes from DIA to Colorado Springs, and they have a tunnel that goes from DIA all the way to Cheyenne Mountain in Wyoming and Cheyenne. And this is also where they have NORAD, the missile defense system for the United States. It's in Colorado Springs. And they also have it's an entrance to go. It's like, where was it? It's near, there's a underground city underneath the DIA airport. Most people will say, no, there's not. There's a whole underground city. If the world were to have a nuclear war, world leaders from other countries would come to Denver International Airport, because it's safe. It's like a safe haven underneath. I'm reading about Lucifer. Yeah, there's a horse here too called Lucifer. The creator of the horse who created Lucifer, he died. And people who have worked on that blue horse near the airport, they've had some kind of injury or something happen to them when they work on that horse. It's called Lucifer. It's a blue horse. But the Denver airport is an underground city. It's a giant ass city underneath that airport. And they even have, like, if you walk in the airport, they have like these billboards that say Reptilian City or Underground Tunnel. Like, they literally put it out there. They even have a gargoyle in that bitch that talk to your ass. It's a gargoyle. Like, gargoyles, you remember that show? They have a gargoyle in that bitch that talk to you, dog. Excuse me. That shit is so fucking weird, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they got a mural in there that it's a weird. They have a mural, and where that mural is, it's like a weird ass. It looks like a temple piece on the inside. Like, it's so weird, bro. Yeah, it's Masonic. Yeah, they got a bunker there too. Colorado is a real, like, if the world were going crazy, this would be a good place to come to, type of deal. But it's also a God's land. It's Masonic, but it's a God's land too. I noticed wherever the Masons are, it's usually probably godlike somewhere in that area too. The whole setup is Masonic. It spans the globe. I agree. Inland, because all inner cities show Masonry. I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, they got a whole slab, just like they have a slab in Las Vegas at the Hoover Dam. It has two angels, a black cube, and it has a Masonic sign on there too. It's because there's a portal there. There's a Stargate somewhere near the Hoover Dam. I know that's gonna sound strange to some people, but there's a Stargate over there. Just like there's a Stargate somewhere near the DIA airport too. For some of y'all who don't believe in Stargates, there's hundreds of them across the world. And some of them were put in, I think it's called Vault 7, not 711, or 111 in the Vatican. Some of them were taken down. Some of them were dismantled. Because they tried to open them before. There was a project called Project Void Breaker, where they tried to open up a portal. You ever seen Stranger Things when they opened up that portal? That was based off of real life. They really did that. It's a Project Void Breaker. I think it was Void Breaker. It is a project where they tried to open up something they weren't supposed to, and this venom-like substance came out that bitch, and they had to destroy the whole facility because that shit it started spreading out. So they had to destroy that facility, dog. Hydroelectric power plant, Boulder Dam, Hoover. Yeah, there's more to it than that. Where do the Stargates take you? So the Stargates we've had here, they go to other realms and other places. So if you ever watch that show Stargate SG-1, that's exactly what they do. But not everybody can use them. Your body has to have a certain set of light codes and inscriptions. Number one, you have to have a certain amount of ether. Number two, certain amount of melanin. I ain't even gonna sit here and hold you. You gotta have a certain amount of melanin in that thing too. Because if you try to go into it and you don't have these things set up, your ass gonna disintegrate. Or your body parts are gonna be sent in different places if you try to go in that hole. I'm just being honest with y'all. Some of them. Like, it just depends on where you going to. Because if your vibration don't match some of these places, your ass would disintegrate or die as soon as you walk through that bitch. And they've tried to open up a few of them, even stolen melanin before the opening them hoes. Because melanin in general is conducive to electrical current. So I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all ever see y'all celebrities in random islands and stuff, sometimes it's not a coincidence, because they don't show you all the islands they go to. Some of those islands got some, when you walk up to it, you'll walk up to a tree, you'll put your hand on it, all of a sudden the trees open up, and then there's a set of stairs that go down type of shit. We have those types of places around the world. But they only open up for certain people that's supposed to be there. And if you have a set of light code transcriptions inside of your DNA. And if your DNA, or what most people say DEA, don't match, it ain't gonna open. They have one in the Sphinx. So there's a room in the side of the Sphinx where the 3 pyramids are, that they've been trying to open for the past 200 plus years, 1,000 years almost, and they still can't open it because it's only meant for one person to open, and it's not going to open for nobody but that person. They brought countless people. They tried to do all kinds of stuff. They got secret force, black ops military people there right now. The government itself over there too. Started blocking off some of the gates, because there's a whole temple underneath that Sphinx too. Most people don't know there's a temple underneath that Sphinx. And when the locals started showing people, hey, look, there's a tunnel to go down here, they started boarding up the tunnels. And they'll be like, oh, you can't go there because it's old, you shouldn't do that, and all this yada yada. But there's whole temples down there. They found one temple that had I think it was 100 jade soldiers that were just straight jade, like they were in place, like the Jade Army, like from what was that movie? It was a movie where they had a Jade Army underground. They had a whole I'm talking about like 100 plus soldiers made out of jade underneath that hoe. I remember the scientist opened the portal and he couldn't close it back. Yeah, there's been scientists who try to open up portals. Portals are just energetic doorways, but the thing about the energetic doorways is that they have certain codes to them, right? So you remember on Stargate when you saw the little wheel turning and it would lock in the symbols? Those symbols are like GPS, right? When it was locking in those symbols, the other side has to accept the coordinates too. So let's say you put in the coordinates for Venus. If the other side doesn't accept the coordinates, right, and you try to open the gate, you ain't going to Venus. You ain't going to Venus. Your ass gonna disintegrate, or you gonna have a big ass fucking monster or some shit come out that fucking water. And they've been experimenting trying to open up portals for a hot fucking minute. They touching shit that's not meant for them, number one. Number two, if you keep fucking around, you finna find out. Hell the cool. You finna find out what the shit is. And some of them beings don't fuck with y'all like that. You like, oh man, this being gonna come save me, bitch. Alright. You gonna see Cthulhu come. You gonna see a big ass head come out, bitch. Grab your ass. Sedona, Arizona moved it for me. I went through a portal tunnel from DC to Sedona. Yeah, the Sedona vortex in Arizona. They got portals to go places. When people tell you about portals, like, y'all remember that little girl in Lake Tahoe that drowned? Where she drowned, there was black spots in the area. She all right. They just ain't gonna see her no more. She went through one of them portals. Water is the way to teleport. Water, because your body is made out of water. The hardest part about teleportation is that when you disassemble cellular structure, you have to reassemble it in the same way, at the same vibration, so that when it comes together, that's the only reason why we don't teleport right now, because we do have teleportation, if y'all don't know. I've showed people the patent for teleportation. The only reason why we don't have it is because we don't utilize free energy. If we utilize ether, you would never need a car again or an airplane. You see what I'm saying? They always focus on this money shit. We have teleportation right now. We have that. In order to transport one person to another place, you have to disassemble your molecular structure and reassemble it in the same sequence so that your arm don't wind up on your ass. Basically. The only problem with it was it wasn't enough power. They were using like nuclear power and all this other shit. You can use ether and teleport shit. We can do that already. Like, I'm like, bro, what you think the war is about right now? They're looking for the Ring of Solomon. They just trying to get shit they can't use so you can't use it. So when your time is on to power your ass up, you got weapons like Thor's hammer that'll come to your motherfucking ass. And as soon as you grab it, that vibration unlocks in your body. That's what I was talking about, that vault in the Vatican. They got so many tools and shit. Like, some of y'all got weapons like Mjolnir sitting in that bitch. A bow and arrow. As soon as you grab it, you gonna remember all this is full of electricity. As soon as you touch it, oh shit, I remember now. And it's about to open up. A guy that had 100-year-old artifacts. Yeah, y'all gonna see the Vajra. The Vajra is what Elon Musk keep by his nightstand. It's a weapon. It's a weapon to use electrical current from your body. The Vajra was a weapon. Area 54. Area 51 is where they did aeronautics. They say it's basically space aeronautics. From the 1st to the 26 levels, 1 to 26 is all man-made. 27 to level 51 is made by like aliens and shit. I know that's gonna sound strange. There was a whistleblower or two that spoke of they used to work at Area 51, and in order to get there, they had to go to the specific airport at a specific time, and this private plane would take them to Area 51, and they would get off and do all these other experiments. They seen alien bodies and all this other shit too. They've been trying to reverse engineer spaceships since Roswell. So if y'all know about Roswell, when that ship came from Inner Earth. Inner Earth sent out a ship called a Flugerod. A Flugerod is like those circular ships you see. It sent it out in order to scout. The government saw it, blah, 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 blast that bitch. It fell near somebody, shit, and they were like, oh no. They called the NAACP, not the Civil Rights Organization. The NAACP is the actual Men in Black. By the way, if you didn't know that, NAACP, not the organization for black rights. There's another organization that's like Men in Black, the actual Men in Black, to cover up the story. Oh, it was just a weather balloon. They grabbed the ship and tried to reverse engineer it. That new DARPA manta ray ship that they made, that was Atlantean technology. That whole ship it fly in the air and then it go in the water like a submarine. They have yachts. If y'all didn't know, they have yachts that turn into submarines when you ride it. That's all Atlantean technology. All this technology shit you see is old. Everything you see is old. That's why I tell people when they make fun of me using that crown I be using with that wand, I'm like, bruh, this shit is like baby shit compared to the stuff we used to use. What? I feel that the people who can open those portals are cloaked. Exactly. They're cloaked on purpose because, like Bigfoot, most people think Bigfoot is just a myth. Bigfoot is an interdimensional being. It can open up portals and leave when it need to. That's why you don't never see people get real photos. It can open that bitch up and walk through that hole. I was at the Sphinx in October and we had private access. Absolutely amazing. The Sphinx, for some of y'all who don't know, some of those sphinxes and the pyramids that you see, they used to be initiation chambers. When you would go to a higher level in some of the chambers, they would get you mummified like you were about to die, and they would set you in a coffin for like 3 or 4 days, and you would be in an initiate to get ready for your next cell. You wouldn't die, but they would put you in a coffin with the silver rod or a gold rod or a copper rod together. And so they would have, you would take like some herbs or a certain ceremonial drink before you got in. And then you would lay in that and astral project and see the real world. That was part of those esoteric teachings. The resonance is rising. One more spike and we're ghost in the third dimension. I'm ready. Let's go. Sounds like the terracotta army. Yeah, there we go. The terracotta. I move through air. However, once I'm grounded, I need water. Yeah. Do you know anything about the flesh pit? That's a giant. Some of these like Himalayan sea salt is giant blood. I know that's gonna sound strange to people. It's just fossilized giant blood. I know that's gonna sound strange, but that flesh pit too, I know what you're talking about. That's a giant. Some of these giants were sleeping and some of them would just fail. We don't utilize the powers Tesla was tapping into because they block us from doing it every time. It don't make sense because we have more access to stuff. It's just these beings with no empathy and no compassion, and all they have is greed in their system. That's literally their whole bio makeup is just greed. It just don't make no sense. Is the fourth dimension time and space? It's basically like a shadow. If you ever see Interstellar, that's pretty much a tesseract. Look up the word tesseract. That's pretty much what the fourth dimension is. The 3D, what we in right now, is a shadow of our 4D selves and so on. So when you look at your shadow on the ground, that's the 2D version of you. And you the 3D version of your 4D self. And as you basically recognizing your multi-dimensional self in different ways so you can do more stuff. The veil is very thin now. So what we call Nibiru is not just like a civilization spaceship. It's a period in time where the veil between realms is at its thinnest. Since our spiritual energy has been so low for the past 6,000 years, now that we've had our pole shift, the magnetic and the electromagnetic energy is rising. So the stuff you couldn't see before you starting to see. So all these new animals people were finding, they were there already. It's just our our energy moved up to a certain level so we could see it. It was already there. So every time we have this pole shift, every 26,000, 27,000 years, this last cycle was a lunar cycle. So basically the spiritual energy was thin. That's why we had big progression with technology. Now we're in the solar cycle. Now that we're moving back to the solar cycle, meditation, spiritual, like breathing, that gives you more energy now than it did before, because we're in the solar cycle, the golden age. So you get more of that spiritual energy coming in. So when you sit and meditate outside in the sun, when you sun gaze, it's even more powerful than before. That's why you see more people doing it too. That weapon is not to be used in this realm. Yeah, the Vahahajra, it's not supposed to be used here. It's really not. Girl with special needs calls me Superwoman. She sees what other can't. Yep. So most people with like disabilities, it's not really disabilities. It's equivalent exchange. When you give up something, you get something better in return. So let's say somebody was missing their eyesight, their hearing becomes twice as good. If somebody had like schizophrenia, right? Some people are seeing multiple versions of themselves in the same body. For people, you get what I'm saying? Like bipolar is pretty much another version of yourself fighting yourself for the same body, in the same body. It's like you angry, all of a sudden you happy. It's two versions of you fighting to use the same body. I know that's gonna sound strange. This is just from a spiritual perspective. Same thing with autism. When you see kids that have autism or autistic stuff, they're usually geniuses or some kind of savant in any kind of creative activity. It's equivalent exchange. You lose something, you get something better in exchange. Here in DC for the past 2 weeks, bomb sounds have been going off. They blowing up tunnels. They trying to get rid of tunnels, because some of those tunnels were used under those buildings in Washington, D.C. There's a lot of tunnels. Like, people got to realize we build on civilization every Great Reset. And some of these places have tunnel systems. If you look at, like, when they used to do, what do they call it? Prohibition. When they used to sneak stuff down, some of those tunnels were already built. Right? Some of these places, you know how they say they founded something? They literally found it. They founded it. They literally found it. It was already created. They didn't make that building. They found it like that. Anyway, I know I'm talking about a lot. I just had to. I'm gonna tell you something about paperwork. Any kind of paperwork you see on this realm, it's trying to get you to sign energetic contracts, some kind of energy contract. If something doesn't work for your energy, do you have to follow that contract? Can't you rescind that contract, right? So if somebody kept taking away your rights, if somebody kept taking away your freedoms, you don't have to follow none of this shit. People got to realize that. People say laws help civilize society. But let me ask you a question. When the people who make the laws don't give a fuck about them, why should you? In the Constitution, if you want to get lawful, it says if your government is on some tyranny shit, I'm paraphrasing, you can say fuck that shit. Like, I mean, like, it's gonna get to a point where you paying $20 for a loaf of bread. You like, what the fuck is this? I can go to Mexico and get fresh loaf of bread for $1. Don't make no fucking sense. That's why I say all these bills and shit they passing, it's just to suppress you. If you don't want to fucking deal with it, just say no. I don't fuck with it. I mean, it's just that simple. I'm not fucking with it. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I'm not going to no draft. I ain't fighting in no fucking wars for beings that don't fuck with me. It's that simple. I mean, you have a choice. Ain't nobody gonna make you do shit you don't want to fucking do. How long is it gonna take? Is it gonna take them coming to your house trying to steal your kids? What they doing now? Is it gonna get to a point? So I'm glad you spoke about 4th of July. If you outside on the 4th, be careful, because they see they baloney is crash. They hold everything crashing. This will be a good time to launch a false flag attack on July 4th, because everybody already outside and you off that day. So just be careful of crowds. Be careful of the water in the sky. I'm just saying, be mindful. You grown. You can. I'm not saying don't do nothing. I'm just saying, just be mindful. And also, if you didn't know, America turns 249 years old tomorrow. For some of y'all who don't get that, civilizations fall at 250 years, and we're at 249 years as of tomorrow. Just throwing that out there. Usually at 250 years, Pluto is in some kind of retrograde. I don't know much about that, but usually around that time, Pluto is around that motherfucker. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you hear sky bombs or if you see those meteors in the sky, there's a spiritual war going on in the sky. We won the spiritual war, but it's like the remnants, basically. The remnants fighting, see who gonna control them, all that. Focus on what you can control, y'all. The spiritual war is pretty much the beings in the beings trying to hide. Like, there's a layer above us like an onion. That's the layer they don't want you to. That's the layer where everything looks like a projection. There's another layer where the shit happening, and people are starting to hear something that sounds like cracks in the sky, right? You know what the cracks mean, right? Shit is coming down. Let's go. Truck driver be talking about the secret loads they take to secret locations. Yep. Seesaw. Yep. Bigfoot whistle and it opens portals. Yep. Who are you and why have you been allowed to have so much knowledge? Why have I been allowed? It's called research. And number two, if you mess with the people, the original people, then you gonna catch that smoke. That's why America ain't been destroyed yet. Out of all these countries in the world, they could have came together and jumped us already. But you know why they don't? Because we here. If we weren't here, America wouldn't exist. That's why. We literally live upon the bones of our ancestors. Exactly. All myths are just cycles from previous versions of humanity. Let me pin that. Bow. Billy Graham spoke about the flesh pit. You can't find it nowhere saying it wasn't a real place. It's a giant. It's a giant. Earth exists in all densities simultaneously. So y'all ever saw Men in Black at the end when that cat had that galaxy on its necklace and it went inside and then it showed you the other? That's literally what we in. We're like in a bag of marbles of universes, and how your energy and wavelengths are projected. That's what world you see. It's like imagine you had a whole bag of marbles and you threw them in the sky. Every decision, every choice, everything you do will move you to a different marble. Facts. These tunnels have been here for thousands of years. Facts. Grand evening. Don't sign anything. Exactly. Excuse me. We have to close our credit cards. You know what's funny? The only place that uses credit is America. Let me ask you a question. When you're in other countries, how often do they ask you for a credit score? Credit score was the precursor to set you up for social credit. Now, people are like, what? When your social credit is high, you can buy items, right? When your social credit is low, you can't buy nothing. What happens with your credit score? If your credit score is high, you can buy whatever you want. But when it's low, it's just setting you up for the digital system. It's setting you up for that Justin Timberlake Time's Up type shit. Fuck all that. America's the only place that uses credit. You don't see nobody else in, like, hardly any other country uses credit. Besides loans. I'll say like loans, yeah. But like actual like credit score type shit, it's mostly only America. America is Rome, yeah. UFO sightings tomorrow. I'm glad. Come on, show the UFOs. Let's go. I'm ready to see y'all. As long as y'all ain't trying to stick nothing in me or impregnate me or, I don't need none of that gray shit. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that shit. As long as y'all ain't trying to do none of that, impregnate me, put nothing in me. This is exit only. I'm cool. I wouldn't mind meeting some new ones as long as we ain't be no slaves or no sugar water type motherfuckers. I'm cool. There's a war on human consciousness right now. There sure is. It's midnight where I'm at, so today is the 250. It's 249 today. It's nested reality fields. Yep. Are we gonna pass? What happens when it cracks open? Everything gonna be different than what you know. Good luck. Yep. Trump closed the borders. He gonna find none of that shit gonna really matter, bro. They trying to get you into a technocracy wavelength. So if you've ever seen those movies where let me put it this way. You know Mars, how they say we're going to Mars? Mars is a frequency. They want to put you in a certain type of frequency where they're totalitarian. They can tell you what to do, what to eat, what to drink. That shit ain't gonna work. Because as a whole, we're seeing that this style of living is basically, it's slavery still. You got a job. They gave you a job to tell you wasn't a slave, so you would willingly go collect paper money. Like, damn. That's some shit. Anyway, that's crazy. Now that I think about it. Anyway, when Elon, for instance, says we want to go to Mars, that's a frequency of totalitarianism. I'm not going to that shit, bro. That's that lower 3D shit. And all this, I think all this stuff that they showing you for technocracy, they're going to do all this is for people who choose to stay in this 3D realm as it splits right now. As your vibration starts to move and you ascend, quotations, that's what's going to happen with the leftovers. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm just putting it out there. You can choose what reality you want to go into. Me, I'm going peace, love, light, help my folks, chilling, doing what I gotta do. All that other shit is whatever. That's why I say all these laws and rules don't matter if people don't listen to them. I'll give you an example. Whenever you at a red light and you make a right turn, ain't nobody there to see you, right? Whenever you at a stop sign, a lot of people do what's called rolling stops. Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody looking. You keep going, right? Because ain't nobody there. That's not illegal because nobody saw you do it. That's crazy, right? That's when your own internal morality system kick in. But simple shit like that, bro. Yo, stop sign. I get it. It's supposed to help the community, save people. Don't do this. Stop right here, right? But just something simple like that. You stop at a stop sign every day. Look both ways. Ain't nobody here. Shit, I'm gonna keep going. Fuck it. The light turn yellow. You go right past that hoe, right? So why not with the laws, man? It get to a point. Why not with the laws, man? We have been stuck in recursive loops. I'm tired of the loops, man. Higher dimensional only. No grays, Nordics, or reptiles. Look, hey, higher dimensional only. I get it now. I get it now. Why things are separated like they are. It's because you got to get your wavelength to a certain degree so you can experience. Some beings are expressed in their consciousness because that's how their consciousness is created. I get it now. Order is protection, and I get it. Shit, it took a long time for me to get it, but I get it now. Why? Because some beings, they wouldn't know what to do if they went to a higher realm. They really wouldn't, and I'm starting to see that. They get to the higher realm, start fucking shit up, and then somebody come over there and blast their ass with a laser beam. Who the fuck brought this 4D person? Man, throw a destructo disc at they forehead real quick. Islam means I, self-law, am master. Oh, that's what that meant? I didn't know. It seems that Elon wants to keep people as test dummies, yeah. It's still legal, you just didn't get caught. That's what they say, you know. Yellow me, hit the gas. I'm a Democrat, and you have beautiful eyes. You on board? No. I don't believe in that Democrat. Like, when it comes to Democrat and Republican stuff, y'all gotta realize the party system that was created has not changed in 249 years. A Democrat come in, mess some stuff up. Republican come in, fix it. Republican come in, fuck some shit up. Democrat come in, fix it. It's been like that for 249 years. Lobbying. How much money you got, fam? Shit, I got 100 mil, fam. Hey, you finna be in office, right? Yeah, I need this oil contract from Phil over there. Look, I'm gonna toss you 50 mil right now for your campaign. And when you get in, toss me a contract, fam. Oh, yeah, that's a bet. I got you. That's literally what they've been doing this whole fucking time. Don't make no fucking sense. Humans can't go to the fifth dimension and their bodies is too dense. Let me pin that. Bow. Humans can't go to the fifth dimension in their bodies. It's too dense. It's too high vibrational. If you try to move your... I keep trying to tell them, you keep trying to move the body up. You keep trying to move the body up, you gonna notice your body gonna disintegrate. Just like them portals. I keep trying to tell them, they don't want to listen. When nature is a community, facts. The party is designed to divide us, facts. It's about your light, expressing your light in the best way possible, bro. They just doing the most in their thinking. They're slick with their script. Exactly. I'm like, look, it get to a point to where, look, hey, y'all do y'all. That's why you don't see me saying that no more. I'm laying in the cut watching. I'm like, look, I gave y'all information. I told y'all what it was. Y'all want to continue? That's on y'all business. I told you what it was. Feed that light body, mono, time, and gold. Facts. It's about to get for real, though, y'all. The weather patterns are about to get drastically different. Look. It was cloudy out here, right? It's still a little bit, but that wind blowing so heavy is blowing the clouds out the sky right now. Las Vegas is getting wrecked. I know, I saw that. Besides the windstorms and stuff, Las Vegas finna be a water park. I don't know if y'all know this. Las Vegas used to be a tropical area. All that desert area is artificial. That's not supposed to be like that. It's about to be water again. California finna be an island again. If you don't believe me, go to yandex.com. Type in old world map of California. It's about to be an island again. That water's gonna rush up and go to Vegas. And all, you know where that sphere is? You know why they put a pyramid right there? Because that's where the water gonna be. Pyramids always were next to water bodies. The Sahara Desert, that used to be a tropical rainforest. What happened? Mother Nature ain't playing no more. She said, I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. She hitting this motherfucker with a Hadouken. Just see Mama Guy just Hadouken it, motherfuckers. I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. Earth is going higher dimensions, ready or not. Exactly. Mama Gaia, Mama Kai, Mama Tiamat, whatever you want to call her. She said, I'm going up. You coming with me or what's up? I'm still going to do what it do, baby. What's down? If you didn't know, in Las Vegas, they have hella windstorms right now. In certain parts of the country, it's flooding right now. Certain provinces in China is flooding. Certain places in India, they having massive mud floods right now. Like, places are having tornadoes that normally don't have tornadoes. Like, the real nature is coming back, y'all, for real. She about to get rid of what doesn't belong. She taking her power back. She tired. And She been telling people the solar flare's been hot. You seen these extreme heat waves, bro? They had them UK people cooking, smelling like beans and toast. I think the reason why the sun started heat waving over there is because they ain't got no flavor. So the sun was like, yeah, we need to take that motherfucker out first. They don't even use salt and pepper. Hit the UK. The son, mama guy said, son, hey, brother, yeah, go ahead, hit the UK. Yeah, they don't season their food. We tried to give them herbs and they still using war rations. So go ahead, turn it up to 139 degrees. Thank you. Oh yeah, hold on, son. Hit Australia too. Somebody opened up the Jumanji Pandora box and left it open. Go ahead, hit Australia too. Oh yeah, some of them places in America, yeah, they don't wash their ass out there, so we gonna just flood that area. Yeah, make sure you flood that soap factory off a 3rd too, cause I think that soapy water might help that district over there. Yep. That's why they started flooding India and Pakistan and stuff. The ancestors was like, eh, no way, no. How the hell do you smell like that? No fucking way. Hey, goddess water, yes. I need you to do me a favor. Put some water over in the area. Make sure you destroy some soap trees. When you destroy the soap, maybe they'll cleanse their spirit at the same time. I'm just playing. I love everybody, but look, everybody gotta get it. Everybody gotta get it, though. They get in Atlanta too. Atlanta getting hot out there too. They're like, they charge too much for their prices. I know we ain't got to worry about prices being gods, but yeah, go ahead, hit Atlanta with a heat wave too. Yeah, they out here acting bad and bougie. Yeah, bougie they ass to sleep. I wrote Tupac's, 50 Cent, and Kendrick Lamar's albums. You don't believe me? Contact them to sue me. It's okay. Mother Nature is a beautiful God. I know. Mother Nature probably bad as hell. Oh, she probably look good as hell. You look at her and be like, damn, she, ooh, wee, what's up? You be trying to holler, sorry. Sorry, I don't deal with low vibrationals. I know she don't play. Yeah, can't deal with that. Fortunately, your energy is not on my wave. Goodbye. Oh man. Mother Nature, she beautiful. I know. I'm gonna try to holler one day. I'm like, what's up, mama guy? What's up? She was like, I got 100,000 motherfuckers trying to chase me. What can you bring? I don't know. I can cook. You like juice? I can make you some juice. I can make you some juice. Like juice? Oh man. But anyway, y'all seeing the changes, dog. When y'all see people reach higher vibrations, some people just gonna fade out of your reality. You ain't gonna see them no more. It's just like the civilization of Roanoke that you learned about growing up in school when they just disappeared. When you see civilizations just disappear out of history, they raised their vibration and they went to the higher realm or density or higher level to not see the other bullshit no more. So they probably alive somewhere chilling. Same thing with some of the Egyptians when they started elevating. The Martians, some of the Martians came down here and started Atlantis. I know that's gonna sound strange. There was a big war on Mars. I think the War of Marduk or something like that. Or is a big war on Mars. And then some of the remnants of that war came here. And they started society and Atlantis. That's what's. It's just a story, but it's out there. Some of the Martians came here, started that, and you know it is what it is from there. Excuse me. There's a bunch of galactic wars that happened in the time. Star Wars is like a documentary of what was going on and shit. It's a bunch of shit out there. But anyway, long story short, focus on the present. Fuck all that other bullshit. Get ready for what's about to happen. Whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. I'm ready. Let's just fuck it. Let's try it out. Fuck it. They changed the channel. Facts. Whatever's gonna happen, gonna happen. Focus on the present, what you can control. Learn how to go with the flow. Breathe. Focus on your current wavelength. All that other shit, all this other stuff is cool. It's good knowledge to have, but when it come down to it, sit your ass down, sit in silence, breathe. Fuck all that other shit. Drink some water. Get some fruits and some minerals and shit. Fuck them other motherfuckers. There are galactic wars happening now. All these explosions in the sky above New York. I mean, look. The aliens see New York and they like, damn, this is Grand Theft Auto. Shit. They got good food. I mean, I don't know if we want to keep it. Notice whenever they have those end of the world movies, that shit always start in California or New York. Or Philly. It's usually one of those California, New York, Philly. And I'm like, I wonder why. 2025, 2027 should be focused on astral mastery and self-mastery. Let me pin that. Shout out to Grandpa Cool. He 100% correct. Focus on astral mastery and self-mastery. That's it. 2025 to 2027. All that other shit, eat a hot pickle sandwich. Dunk your head in donuts full of glaze. Type shit. Just do you, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure gods and goddesses have visited New York and was like, is this a real place? This can't be a real place. Just came there to visit, was like, no. This the Sims for real. But no. The biggest point right now, focus on your energy, your spirit, your soul, relaxation, doing what you can. Yoga, Tai Chi, martial arts, whatever your shit is, do it. Shamans, healers, voodooists, magicians, whatever you are attuned, it's a good time to start tapping into that stuff because it's really gonna be that time to get into it real soon. Some people have stopped paying their mortgages. Why? Mortgage means till death in French. Mortgagem, which means to death. Why you paying? You know your mortgage is just a subscription service until you die. America is a giant ass subscription service. Your rent, your bills, your insurance, everything you pay for in America is a giant ass subscription. You ever think about that? Your rent you pay every month, that's a subscription. Your insurance, subscription. Your prescription's a subscription. You get what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. Why are we having so many? Your credit cards, subscription. Car note, subscription. What the fuck do you own? What? What the fuck do you own? We all living in a giant ass American subscription. You don't own nothing. Even real estate, right? Real estate means royal estate. That means you don't own nothing. That means royal estate. You don't own nothing. Even credit scores. Credit scores don't even make no fucking sense. How you got credit scores in America, but you don't use it nowhere else in the world? You ain't never heard nobody, I got an 800 credit score in the Philippines. You ain't never heard no shit like, what the fuck? It's a script, man. I see this shit more and more, and I'm like, I see why motherfuckers be leaving. It's like, Every day you wake up, soon as you step your foot outside your house, that little Grand Theft Auto money meter come up, and that instant $30 come out. Bing! Soon as your foot touch the floor. Soon as you open up your car door, bing! $25. You drive to work, that meter start running like the taxi cab. You're like, damn. Like, damn, your phone ring. Bing. That's $1 a ring. Every time your phone ring, that's 50 cents. You turn on your shower, every drop of water that come out that hole, the little money signs come up like Sonic when them rings come out. Ding, 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 ding. Every time you cook, you put oil on your pan, pennies come out that bit. Ping, ping. Ah, shit. Have you seen those yacht subs that go under the USA? They say this land is a floating rock. It is a rock. This is a whole ass fucking... We in a black hole, if you didn't know that. We in a whole fucking black hole on a turtle ship called America, floating on that bitch. It's called Turtle Island, if y'all don't know. America is known as Turtle Island. If you turn the whole country to the side, it look like a big ass fucking turtle. We're sitting on a floating rock. This is an experiment. This whole thing is an experiment too. To see how motherfuckers react. Now these days it feels more artificial than authentic with half the people. I agree, because motherfuckers be on some bullshit. Man, like today, I was driving on the freeway and it was just traffic for no fucking reason. It was like 3 cars driving 0.7 seconds. And I was like, why the fuck is there any traffic on the fucking road? This motherfucker just going 0.7. I'm like, man, I wish I had them little them little shells you can use on Mario Kart. I would have blook up and shot them fucking. I noticed that too. Whenever you go somewhere and there's nobody there, it's like the Matrix recognizes, hey, ain't nobody here. Let's fuck with your shit. Bet. Send some motherfuckers in that hoe. I went to go eat today at a little place. Wasn't nobody in there. There was one family in there. Inside. I sat down. 19 people came in. I was like, what the fuck? Excuse me. Most of that traffic is not real and just energy siphoning. I agree. Yo, bro got 2 sisters found out they were NPCs. One of them couldn't visualize. Excuse me. One of them can visualize, but the other one couldn't. Yeah, there's some people who are background people. Like, they don't have a thought process. Remember how I told you whenever you have a great reset, you got to refill the city? Well, in certain times, in certain points of times, there were people with no belly buttons. None. They had no belly buttons. Being in cities. Came on trains and shit. They call them the orphan trains. It's a great way to add population to cities. It's because you wouldn't know where they came from if they're an orphan, right? I'm just throwing that out there. For entertainment, educational purposes, we're just talking some shit. And some people don't have an inner dialogue. If they don't have an inner dialogue, you might not have a soul. I'm just be real with you. If you don't have an inner dialogue, you may not have a soul. Because talking to yourself is how you talk to your higher self. So if you sat right here and just said apple in your head, right? That's your higher self. If you don't hear that voice, woo, good luck. Good luck. Barbie and Ken style, yeah. With belly button. Yeah, no, they had beings without belly buttons. I heard a lot about background people. Yeah, there's a lot of people are glitching out like crazy nowadays, acting out of character. Let me tell you, man. Grandpa, Paku, I have seen people change character like nobody's business. You see what I was saying about talking? Look, I just so happened to be sitting here this whole time. There was no buses next to me. I started talking about this and look what happened. When nobody else here, this person just pulled up. live. Live action. Live action. Anyway, some of the people you see around you like are refractions of you being expressed in different ways, but some of the beings, no matter how much you try to tell them stuff, they gonna do the same shit. They the Sims for real. You can tell them, man, potatoes, and they'll be like, apples. Huh? They'll always say apples. That's all they'll know is apples, because that's how they program. Apple, 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 apple. Apple, apple. Apple, apple. Cut my grass. Apple, apple. Apple, apple. Pay my bills. Apple, apple. Apple, apple. Sports. Apple, apple. Apple. That's literally what it's like. They start sounding wapple, wapple, chapple, wapple. That's how they be sounding. Type shit. I had two folks standing still for over 30 seconds staring at me. They probably wanted you, Shawnee. They probably want you, man. You know, they've been looking hard. They're like, ooh, man, I see that ether leaking. I'm trying to leak it too. They see that ether and want to slice. Hey, be selfish with your ether now. Shit, I am. You can't have none. This is special. Yeah, I was surprised too when I found out not everybody has inner dialogue. I was like, you really don't talk to yourself? No, I just hear shit. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no, fam. You might hear duck noises or something. I'm cool. Happens all the time. I can pull in a parking lot and nobody. And as soon as I park there, everybody in town there. Facts. Don't make no fucking sense. I was like, I was just trying to sit by my motherfucking self. For those who have strong, unique aura, beware. You will have attractions very high. For real. When your energy is high and you know it's high and you healing and you doing all your shit, all these people going, hey, what's up? Popping out of like gonna be just like this. You're gonna be like, hey man, what's going on? I ain't seen you in a long time type shit. Excuse me. I ain't seen you in a long time. You remember me back in 3rd grade? Yeah, I see you with your high ether. Hey, let me come drain your ether. Let me come over there one time. Same thing for you goddesses. You gotta be careful. Motherfucker, hey, let me just smell your sweater one time. Hey, you hungry? I hear your stomach rumbling. Won't you come? Let me come visit you. It's been 3 years since you talked to somebody. It's been hey. You remember me back in 3rd grade when I let you borrow that pencil type shit? Like, man, no. No. When that ether start ethering, get away from me. I'm bougie now. My ether is bougie now. I don't want no regular. I'm trying my best to keep my energy in a neutral state so I don't get attractions. It's okay. When you just a beautiful person, look, us beautiful people gotta stick together, okay? Us beautiful energy people, we gotta stick together. Because motherfuckers want to drain your energy because you smell like greatness. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. Motherfuckers, they'll try to steal your socks. You're wondering why you're missing socks. Somebody come over. Oh, yeah. Got a whole shrine of you at their house in the closet with a jar of peanut butter with a hole in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful. You too, fellas. You gotta be careful. You slip and slide inside, and now all of a sudden she at your job at 3 a.m. with biscuits, talking about when you gonna call me back. I've been waiting on you. She done took a piece of your hair. She got a whole brush of your hair sitting in the bathroom, waiting on you to get out. Yeah, she looking at you just like this. Yep, I see you over there. Why you over there with that bitch? I see you over there with that bitch sitting in the car, staking your ass out. Yeah, I wish you would talk to another motherfucking bitch. Got horse tranquilizers and a little. You wondering like, oh man, damn these mosquitoes. These mosquito type shit. Be mindful. You too, ladies. Be mindful. You out here dropping that back on people, wondering why wondering why you got an air tag in your tailpipe at your at your job. How you know where I'm at? look, 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 look. You ain't just gonna drop it on me like that and just act like I don't exist no more. Okay? I mean, look, you got all that goddess energy over there. And you gonna do that move, the wheelbarrow to me? And you expect me to not be here? Bet. Speaking mosquitoes, why they be eating up some people not touching others? Because, first off, you know why mosquitoes eat some people not others? Some people don't have seasoning. So when they eat them, it's fine. But when they eat people with seasoning or they try to suck blood, they die. Because they're not used to flavor. You know, and some of these flavorless places where they don't season, they tear their ass up. Because they're used to no flavor. But when they have a little bit of our seasoning, it can't hang. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason, right? Another reason why the mosquitoes ain't messing with you is probably because they sense the evil in you. They don't want evil blood. That's why they don't eat you. They know. Just one flip of the switch, you're going to be turning it up. You're going to turn up. And they know when you turn up, that's that ass. Parasites love sugar, not spice. That's why I'm not around a lot of parasites. Because I be acting spicy all the time, but not like that. No Diddy. No Diddy. They GMO. No wonder why Louisiana is big on seasoning. For real. They be tearing me up. I'm going to tell you a trick. If you want to get rid of mosquitoes, just get you some peppermint oil. Put some peppermint oil on you. Right? And then that's it. Or if you got a lot of mosquitoes at your house, you get you a water bottle. You cut it in half. You take the top part and you put it inside the cut part of the water bottle. You add sugar in the bottom. And then you add apple cider vinegar. And then some Pine Sol. You can do that with wasps too. Pine Sol and water. You can kill a wasp nest within 5-10 seconds. You put Pine Sol and water half and half. More pine, or 60-40 Pine Sol in a water bottle. Spray them hoes be dead by 5 seconds. The original strain Pine Sol, just in case. If you're trying to get rid of them bugs and shit. Pine Sol work. Pine Sol work. And peppermint oil, you just put it on your skin. You can put peppermint oil and coconut oil together and put it on your skin. The mosquitoes won't bite you no more. And Pine Sol water. For spiders, if you don't want to kill spiders, just put cayenne pepper and water and then spray it around the areas where the spiders at and they won't come no more. Or you can get diatomaceous earth and mix it with cayenne pepper and put it with water and spray it around and the spiders won't. I'm cool with spiders. They don't bother me. But for other people, as long as they ain't them big ass motherfucking $50 spiders, you know, wolf spiders. If y'all don't know, those little wolf spiders, they harmless, but they watch you to know your patterns, so they know when not to be around when you around. That wolf spiders are highly intelligent, but they don't fuck with you. But they be watching your ass. If you didn't know that, wolf spiders really do be watching your ass. They learn your patterns so they don't see you. Like, for real. Y'all can look that up. That shit crazy. But yeah. Spiders don't really bother me. Anything that jumps from trees and lands on heads, we're fighting. Exactly. If it's any kind of those spiders that jump, if it's one spider that jumps, that's okay. But the rest of them, you're getting slashed midair. I'm sorry. I'm like, if there's certain animals and certain insects, if you fly on me, you're gonna die. I'm sorry. I know that's me refracting myself, but I'm not finna refract no roach on me. I'm not finna refract nothing that fly that's near the water. Cause I know them big ass fucking roach. I don't do roaches. That's why I left Houston in Texas. Ain't hardly no roaches up here in this dry ass climate. I love it. They got just big ass bees and wasps. They got some huge ass fucking moths up here in Colorado. I remember I stayed in the mountains up here one day. I used to stay in Lyons, It's a place that's a mountain. I used to stay in Lyons. One day I came outside on my porch. I thought we got a new ornament. When I say that moth was so fucking huge, I thought it was an ornament. I was like, when'd you get that new ornament with my roommate? When you get that new ornament? That ain't no ornament, that's a moth. That bitch was huge. I said, no. Australia. We don't even mention Australia because we ain't never going. Australia is Jumanji live action with the Pandora. Somebody opened Jumanji and Pandora's box at the same time in the same continent. And they were like, let's just leave it in the ocean. Fuck it. That's Jurassic Park. You know Jurassic Park is a documentary? They filmed it in Australia. They filmed that in Australia. Y'all thought it was just a animated movie. Y'all thought it was fake. That's a documentary in Australia. I'm cool. Florida, y'all got alligators. I see motherfuckers walking alligators like dogs. I don't know. I seen a sign. They said, do not molest the alligators in Florida. They have an actual sign that say, don't molest the alligators. That's how you know you in a weird ass place. They got signs say, don't molest the alligator. Why alligator though? Like, you got all these other choices and your ass said, you know what? Crocodile got that back over there. Shit. You know, I did want some alligator shoes. Ain't nobody looking. Looking ass. What? Yeah. I live here in Florida. Good luck. Man, y'all got snakes and alligators and them what you call them? Them crazy head people that be, oh, hey, what's going on? Type of deal. I'm in Colorado too. No alligators or crocodiles. For real. We got deer though. I saw a deer earlier on the live. I was on live and the deer had passed by. They got mountain lions up here at Red Rocks. They got mountain lions up here. I remember coming up here when it was no concerts. I was driving a limo for a bachelorette party. It was just me, the bachelorette, and her sister. And we drove to the top. It was all dark. Now imagine all this. Hold on. Imagine all this with no lights. So I come up here with no lights. We drive to the top. And we get out and we walk towards the inside of the amphitheater. Nobody here. It's just me and we get to the stage where the stage is on the inside. And we're like, yeah, woo! We're yelling and shit. Park ranger comes by and he's like, hey, what are you doing here? I said, oh, we just coming to see Red Rocks. Oh, it's closed right now, sir. You're not supposed to be up here. He's like, you got mountain lions, huh? Boy, when I tell you my head turned quick, there's mountain lions up here, huh? Mountain lions? He said, yeah, that's why it's closed right now. There's mountain lions up here. Boy, when I say we ran to that limo, where you going? That's all he had to say. I was like, I'm not finna be looking like two drumsticks to no mountain lion. I'm not finna be two drumsticks running by myself. And they were like, hey, where you going? I said, I'm gonna go start up the vehicle. The ranger was running too. He said, where you going? I said, I'm finna start the vehicle. I finna get ate. The ladies too, they ran too. That shit was so funny. And that's when I learned about mountain lions. But yeah, mountain lions are short-tempered, and if you turn your back to them, your ass is gone. Don't ever turn your back to a mountain lion. When I stayed in the mountains, we had grizzly bears, and when we had those grizzlies, we had black bears. The black bears are aggressive. Well, they're usually chill, but there's some bears. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show you my view now. Hold on. I'll show you a view since some of y'all didn't come earlier. Let me see. Yeah, we're out here, Red Rocks. So I'm gonna show y'all, hold on. For the people who didn't see earlier, this is Red Rocks right here. There's a concert going on right there. Yeah, I try to be funny. We got one special monster, woman better beef with snake. You know it's snake, that's funny. Don't turn your back on a cat, period. I never turn my back on cat. I turn forward on cat. You know what I'm saying? You should look at that. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm outside. As you can see, if y'all see anything moving and y'all start to see me move like this, I'm finna run into the car. Cause ain't no motherfucking way I'm finna be a snack today. Got me fucked up. Shit. But yeah, I'll be driving party buses for y'all who don't know. I'm in a party bus. I've been up here for a minute. I'm out here looking. It's so much ether up here, y'all. Y'all have no idea how much ether is up here. It feels so good too. It feels good. It feels like this is one of them places you tell a story. Back in the day, once upon a time. Welcome to National Geographic. I'm your homeboy. Let me show you about this shit. They got motherfucking deers. This concert has a ton of energy that someone is harvesting. Yeah, they do energy harvest at concerts and stadiums and stuff. So you got to be careful where you're going. I'm in KY. I be on the same type of timing. I'm gone. The deer's been wild as fuck. Let me tell you, some of the animals been acting crazy lately. And I'm not gonna take chance. Do mountain lions still roam around when there's a concert? It's really after the concert, because they've, like, so many mountain lions and deers have been in this area for so long. They have kind of like trained them, like, for certain times don't come in the area basically. But sometimes deers will come through because they come over here and they go over here where I was showing, where I showed you before, around the corner. There's a lake over there, and they go over there to drink water and stuff. So they go down the mountain. And in certain parts of Colorado, they have goats here too. They have goats that climb mountains out here too. And I've seen goats fall from the mountains. That shit was crazy. Driving down, like you were going to like Silverthorne. It's called Silverthorne, Colorado. It's close. It's like it's the same direction you would go to like Vail or Aspen, and they have goats that climb the mountain, and some of the goats sometimes fall off the mountain, but they be way up on that motherfucker too. I'm like, how the fuck did you get up there? Well, just respect, but deer doesn't have the S on the end. It's not plural. Deer, it don't matter. Silverthorne near Breckenridge, yeah. I've been to Breckenridge. I've been to all the ski resorts. I used to be a shuttle driver for the ski resorts, so I've been to all the ski resorts. When I went up there, I was like, damn, I must be the only brother up here. I felt like a black pepper flake in a salt shaker. I was like, damn, bro, they gonna think I'm a bear if I go snowboarding or something. Is that a bear? Oh shit. What's going on? Where the deer's going? Let me know something, brother. Where are they going? I don't know. I'm gonna follow them though, because if deer's going in a direction, I need to go in that direction too, because nature tell you ahead of time. I haven't seen you on here. Hey, it's great to see you, Amber. Oh yeah, it's been a minute. I hope you've been doing well. It's been a hot minute. Yeah. Is it windy? It is windy out here right now. It is windy. Oh yeah. Oh, as soon as you said that, it feels good in the mug out here. Let me tell you. I like being in the ether up here. What's up, Big Ruby? I ain't seen you in a minute. Ruby Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna be out here till about midnight. And then I gotta drive home and then drive home. So I'm gonna be up to about 3-4 a.m. or more. So I'm hearing grandfather winds. It is. It's so nice. It's refreshing because it rained earlier and now the cool air is blowing. I feel like that lady off of Titanic when she was at the helm and had her arms open. That's how I feel right now. Except I ain't gonna drown. Got me fucked up. Think I'm finna sit on the ship. Oh no, women and children first, bitch. I'm finna hop in that motherfucking boat. I wish you would. Try to tell me I can't get on the motherfucking boat, bitch. I'm headbutting all y'all niggas. Shit. Got me fucked up. It's nice though. Sometimes you just need some outside. And I like being outside, but not like in the streets, because the streets is bad sometimes. All these people out here in the streets, I don't want to go back to the streets. I'm a homebody now. I like the house. I never realized why my family liked the house so much, and then I got older. I was like, I see why you like the house so much. This is a beautiful place. First off, when you stay in the house, you don't spend as much money. Number one. Number two, you ain't got to deal with nobody extra shit because you at the house. You know what I'm saying? If I want a pool, I could just put some water outside, sit outside in the pool. It's peaceful. Yeah, you don't have to deal with a lot of people extra shit. I don't mind going out, but then, you know, I used to be a bartender, so I know they be doing some tricks. Like, if you go to certain bars and they have those little shot glasses with the bottom portions that look like they're warped on the inside, that's because they're giving you less than what the shot is. And then some of the, like, y'all go buy margaritas and stuff like that on certain days for the cheap prices. They make them hoes in buckets. People paying, oh yeah, it's a $1 margarita. Y'all drinking bucket margaritas. That's why I stopped going out. I was like, boy, they out here hoeing y'all, bro. That's why I don't like going certain places. Like, I'll pay for like good food and good stuff, but it got to be unique experiences. I can make better food at home. And yeah, there's some of these places, bro. They be hoeing you out on your portion size. You order your food, they be bringing out saucer plates, talking about this your meal. I'm like, ooh, who meal is this? This looks like an appetizer, right? I didn't know. But I get the rising costs of restaurants too. Restaurants have to pay 3 times the amount. So they have to pay the distributors. They also have to pay their employees and their bills, and then make a profit after that, depending on how much you sell. Because I used to do food trucks too. I used to work on a couple of food trucks, and the profit margins aren't that high. For real, spending all that money for a small portion is better to make at home. For real, there's a lot of stuff. I don't mind being at the house, but I like getting out from time to time. I ain't been to a club, I don't know in how many years. I drive people to them all the time, but there's not really that many good clubs out here in Colorado, honestly. Excuse me, not in Denver, excuse me. There's a few that's alright, but overall, I drive people to clubs all the time. They look boring as shit. I'm like, ooh, I have more fun outside than motherfucker. Same thing with Colorado is a brewery brunch state. If you like breweries and you like brunches, this is the state for you, an outdoor. This is an outdoor state. But when it comes to like certain events, them hoes be boring. It's usually still outdoor events. I'll grab a gyro or some Mexican food. Yeah, for real, spending all that money for, yeah. Buffets only more bang for your buck. Yeah, buffets. I mean, the food out here in Colorado, it ain't really the same, to be honest. Like, being from Houston, that food in Houston is 80,000 times better than here. That's hands down facts. But, you know, quality of living here is pretty chill. But when it comes to food, nah, Houston got the best food. You could eat the same food every day and it won't taste the same. Because there'll be like 15 versions of that same food. Jamaican, Caribbean, Dominican. I've had all of them. Eritrean food, Ethiopian food, Malaysian, Thai, Colombian, Bio de Gaia. Man, come on. Brazil food, man. Dominican food, the plantains, bro. Let me tell y'all. You see mountain lions? If you see a mountain lion, it's too late. Yeah, Kansas City, BBQ, yummy. Go to Texas. Some places are good, but other places aren't as good. Yeah, they got some good places to eat, but some of these places, they're not as good as they used to be. Hold on, yo. The police just pulled up. They doing some kind of checks. Sometimes the drivers up here be on that salsa, if you know what I mean. So they be doing checks. I ain't know nothing. So glad to be sober. I ain't gotta worry about shit. So glad to be sober. I ain't gotta worry about shit. Do you hike there? What you mean hike? Only hike I do is for football. You talking about hike or hike? What you mean hike? Is that like a special move like on Street Fighter? Hike? Just somebody said you want to do a 14er. I was like, what's that? I don't know what a 14er is. 14er is where you do 14 miles of hiking in one direction. I said, huh? 14 miles? One direction? When you need a to-go backpack? To go? Like you going camping? Only hike I do is for football. Yep. Hiking mountain trails. You know, I've done one or two hikes. But some of these other places, hell no. Talking about going to do 14ers.
Hey, sir.
Hey, hello.
Is this your bus?
No, I work for a company here.
Just so you know, whether or not you know, but it's expired May of 25. You know, you get a 1 month grace period, which would be June. I know it's just the start of July, but I'm just making you aware. I'm not going to write you a ticket, but have your owner, whoever owns the bus, make sure to get their plates.
Okay.
Okay?
Let me message him right now.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ooh-wee. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me message the boss. The other boss. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Hold on. Huh, bad boys. Ooh. Oh shit. Yeah, that was a cop. He came and said the tags were expired on this bus. I didn't know that either. I thought they were legit. I gotta talk to the owner now. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I told you they'd be out here checking on shit, bro. He came back. But the crazy thing is, he parked literally right here. And I was the only bus. It was like he checked 3 buses and then drew up. Why was that specifically him? Like he had this Goodfellas haircut. I could write you a ticket. I was like, it ain't gonna be for me. So I'm just driving this motherfucker. It ain't gonna be for me. Like shit. But he came and he leaving. That's wild. I'm sitting here right in the front. I'm the only person he checked. Come on now. Ain't no fucking way. He ran your plates for real over a tag when people pew-pewing. Fight. Cops are gonna be the ones to bother us first. Coming soon, I know. I ain't worried, bro. I ain't worried. When that Magneto power come, it ain't gonna be nothing, bro. That's crazy though. He came right here, parked right next to my bus, and then checked 2 buses and then drove off. If that ain't the Matrix, dog. If that ain't the Matrix, Mr. Smith, I got a ticket for hazarding the cop. Didn't even hear me out. He didn't want that. Someone called him and complained. How they complain when I'm sitting here? That's wild. Somebody had to have called. Because we don't ever have nobody come up here. We just sit and chill. I've been sitting and chill, been on this live for these hours, not bothering nobody. So who the fuck? That's wild. Oh man, that's crazy. Anyway, I gotta get ready to go grab these people, y'all. The concert gonna end in probably like, oh shit, it's 11 already? Yeah, the concert finna end in about 30, like 15, 30 minutes, but I still gotta drive to go pick them up. So I'm finna get ready to go finish. Yeah, they watching. They know what I was saying is true. Anyway, it's all love. You know, we threw a little comedy in there too. Talk about some real shit. There's a bunch of beautiful people on here. If y'all want to show some support and do some cool stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and put this little poll thing up here right here. If y'all want to show support, y'all can do so by doing that right there. Donating if you want to. But I am about to head off. I'm gonna get ready to go get my clients and get everything together. I hope y'all enjoy the night, the evening. I'm here at Red Rocks. That's crazy though. Live. Excuse me. How well it is what it is. Sound like fucking Barney off of fucking Homer. What's that dude? Duff. Yeah. Sound like Barney off of Simpsons. Stay righteous. Why? They want you to be righteous, but why? Being evil is fun. No. Look at us. Being evil is so fun. You know why? Yeah, we gonna stay righteous though. We gonna chill. But if they wanna fuck around and find out, they gonna see what time it is. Yeah, I like being righteous, but I also like handling business. No, I'm not playing. But anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Y'all be safe. I'm going to go clap the wind with my cheeks as I pee. Take care. I'm just playing. Love y'all.